happy Hoarder. Oh, hi, happy Hoarder here. I'm having a little technical difficulty today trying to get Carrie on. I don't quite know what's going on. Yes, she does have Facebook. We don't know what she signed on to. Wait a second. What did I just see? Happy Carrie, but hey, Carrie, yeah. Yeah. So, hey, happy Hoarder here. Let me just kind of start off with this. Okay. My name is Jerry, and I love bringing people into my studio to work with me and do a little crafting. We're having a little technical difficulties getting our guest on today, but today our guest is crafting. Oh, it's crafting with Carrie, or is it? What is her name? She's got a couple names, but I think it's crafting with Carrie. Right now, when like technology kind of jumbles my brain like this, I'm like, what am I talking about? Seriously. So what we're going to do is we're trying a few things to figure out why she can't get on. So I'm going to run over to my Facebook and not Facebook, maybe Gmail. Oh, let me go to Instagram real quick and see what's going on. So crafting up with Carrie. It's the up word. I forgot the crafting up with Carrie because she does do some upcycling and things like that. So what is going on? She may have sent me an email that is not associated with her page. So we're working on that real quick, just if that's what happened. And so I'm going to run into my YouTube channels. You're probably going to hear me, even though I'm going to try to hit it really quick so I won't talk, and share this with her. And I don't know what good that's going to do. Trying every way we know. Actually, let me do something really quick. That helps. Hey, anyway, from Flint, Michigan. So I don't know what that's about. I don't think that's her calling me. So the crafting, she says, okay, did she just send me a message? Sorry, guys, I can't believe this is happening. Oh, yeah, I can, because kind of, hey, welcome to my little world. So I'm going to try saying, I'm coming back to my channel now real quick to see what's going on. Any suggestions? Robin who knows stuff. She says Facebook. I don't know. So we're going to try real quick to see if Gmail, I can just send it to her Gmail and see what happens. Search, compose, maybe make her a new one. I've not had this happen yet. So I'm still wondering what's going on. So I know that as a person who's like gotten on other people's using my phone versus my computer, I have had some interesting issues take place. And one thing on my phone is that you pretty much have to start it up in another, you can't really do it on Facebook. You kind of have to go through another, like, is it, I can't remember if it's, oh no, come on. Link. I'm going to try sending her an email versus, let's see what happens. Okay. So, hey, everybody, let's visit a minute while we're doing this until we get her figured. Hey, Doug, thank you for joining. Let's see who all is here. I know there's a way to do this other than what I do. Robin's here. Hey, Robin. Robin, you working today? I have Deb. Thank you, Deb, for joining me. And I have Doug. And maybe a good thing because I'm like, oh my goodness, the things that are going. And I have Erica. Erica, I'm hoping will join me on Thursday for my, I have a really good haul I want to do. It should be a lot of fun. All right, so that was my other warning and I'm really late. So what we did, and I haven't done this technique yet, but I'm going to try it. I think I have to go to a share for my screen. Oh, slides, new. Huh. What? Let's see. You have no slides, but I could if I looked them up, right? We're currently using Google Slides. I'm going to upload some files. I'm trying some new stuff while you're a victim of this. We got some ideas. Oh, it's not letting me do them. Okay. I am going to just do screen share. So what I want to do screen share is share screen with back on two monitors. What? Some screens. Screen sharing works best on a good computer. What? I have a good computer. Okay, I just did share screen. All right. I'm gonna try to do a window. Now, Chrome tab, entire screen. I can give you the entire screen. I'm going to let's see what happens here in that case. I guess I can get it off. Why is it not letting me? Is it sharing? There it is. Oh, Carrie's on. Yay. So we can talk. Let me see. Yes, she is. And oh, hey. I'm really gonna, she's actually on, but she's not going to join. Okay, hang on. So I'm having a little trouble getting her up. Oh, there, got her. Carrie's here!
I think I'm here! Yay!
What?
Let me hook
Glenda's
you up.
here. Hey, and Glenda has joined us. So yeah, we're having some, oh look, we got some stuff. So we were looking, we talked to each other last week about some ideas that we had, and I pulled up some really cute images and just trying to figure out how to share them. I hope that everybody is doing kind of what I'm trying to do this year, and that is to just experiment and learn how to use StreamYard to its full capacity, because it's got a lot of great features. Because I recently, they do have a giveaway now, and if you've been doing giveaways in the past where it will randomly choose for you, now they have, it's free. So sometimes they charge for that feature, some different sites do. This is free through StreamYard. So if you remember, I think it's even free with the free, if you're doing the free subscription. So I wanted to show our ideas. I'm just trying to figure out one of the ideas that we had, because I think it would make so much more sense. So they have a new thing called slides. I have not tried. I'm going to try that. I know. So you can actually have pictures, but I don't know what format you need to save them in. Apparently, I did not save them in the correct format. So there's that. So I said entire screen, and now it's not liking me. It's just like, nah, I'm not going to do it. Window? Sure. Nothing.
Huh.
I can't get it. I'm hitting screen share and it's not adding it.
I see something. Oh, it's me. What do I see right there? What is that?
Oh, that is my, that's my thing. Let me hang on a second. Remove stream, solo layout, mute, edit. Oh, I can remove it, but that's my little logo.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So when
I don't see well.
I did get it on their. I know they're having a special. At least they did last month. They're probably going to keep running specials. So keep an eye on your StreamYard. In that you can get. I got they had all these packages, so they have like a $10 package now. So in the $10 package, you can do a lot of the stuff like have your own logo and things like that in your thing. All right, so Carrie, we are having trouble with her getting her actual joining on Teams and all that, and we don't know why. So that's a thing. Things we must learn.
Technology's fun,
isn't it? And it sucks out all my creativity. So speaking of technology, I don't know how to share that picture. I cannot. I have it right here. It's right there, guys. I just want to share it with you. You know what? Let me see. Maybe that's the problem. Oh no, it's not gonna let me do it. Let's see. Share. No. Share video file. No, share screen, screen shares, all these messages. Thank you for that. Don't show that to begin because we don't care. And then I have my window, which is preview. Hang on. Is it going to work? Let's see if it will share. Something happening. Oh, because me cutting out, because that's what I do. So it does. I do. Okay. Can't get it. So what it is, we all have things to learn. So let's make a point. Next year, we're going to learn some stuff. Okay. We're going to learn 3 things in the next few weeks so we can apply them to our lives next year. So what we saw, so many cute ideas.
Yeah.
So many cute ideas. So what did I like the one with the stick. I think the stick in the window was adorable. So what did you like?
I liked them both. I liked them both, but my crafting space is not big enough to make the stick.
You wanted a big stick. I got a little stick.
Yeah. And see, I'm in Arizona. We don't really have
sticks. Yeah.
Sticks like that. True. In my crafting space, I don't have room to assemble it. So I like the stick though. If you have the space for that stick, that was pretty.
Definitely going to do it over winter. And I did kind of string that behind me. Can you see it right here?
Yes.
Stick. So what we found was some great ideas. It was a stick over a window, and it had snowflakes, ornaments, cookie cutters, and that was the cutest picture. I'm sorry, can't share it with you. I'm such a failure. Hey, I do hey, you know what? I'm going to do what my buddy Robin does. Robin, you're not going to figure this out. Robin has got some skills, just so you know. Robin may play a dumb blonde on TV, but in real life, she's brilliant. She's brilliant. She really is. She's my girl. I always go to for everything. She's working today, so she's probably in and out. So I'm going to go to my Instagram because I know we talked about it there, and I bet I can find that picture. Done. I'm going to do that. Done. Discard. Come on, get out of this mode. And we were talking. So I'm going to do the stick. So tell me what you're going to do while I look up the stick.
I'm going to do the pine cones. The pine cones.
I did. Mm-hmm.
With those snowflakes.
Yes, I had a feeling you were going to do the centerpiece. I mean, I'm sorry, the hanging thing.
Yes,
right.
Because I could see that being something that could hang around through February, probably, because it's just a winter. Wasn't necessarily Christmas. And I had some. Well, I lied. I thought I had some of the stuff to make that with, but I didn't. So,
hey, we're low tech here, guys. But can y'all see? So this is her idea. I love it so much. Yes. I mean, I may do both. Who knows? Isn't that beautiful? Make it any size. As you see, they've got some, I think, small pine cones. But depending on what kind of pine cones you get, you can just, because I got some little pine cones. Oh, I grabbed the pine cones just in case. There's like a backup plan. But my idea, I like this one. I just love it.
What I really liked about that one is that it's the mixed material. It was glass. It was metal. It was twine. It was just a mixture of metals, and it was nice.
And that is what I kind of was going for. I have lighting, which I really think on the other one. I think if you add lighting to that one as well, that could be amazing. I think you could do some lighting. So, now you kind of know what we're doing. So we're going to play around with this. Now, what I have to tell you, I was thrifting and I found these at Rolling Hills Ministry. It's always exciting to actually buy stuff that's in a good
Those are cool.
Is it going to work? And they do. And I'm going to show you. So aren't they the sweetest? I mean, they're just, put them on the camera.
Are there trees in there?
Those are little trees. I know.
Get out of town.
So I'm looking at these going, why can't you make these things? In a way, there's got to be a way to make these. Wow. If you can't find them, which I found them, and you can probably still order them, but they're awfully cute to make. Awfully cute.
Those are adorable.
And then, how you have like the bazillion plastic ornaments to do and you have them and you've hoarded them and you were going to do ornaments with. Yeah, I found one. I have like 10 of them. I found one today. So I thought that'd be another cute idea. So my one thing was batteries. What do you do with all the battery things? I was thinking I'm going to have to come up with a disguise for my batteries. And so I may be doing something like this. I think I have more of these out in the barn. And so I could put one on either side. Like that, maybe,
Yeah.
Because I don't know. We're going to put us both on widescreen now. All these little things we can do so that people can see. But you're up and down. Actually, let me see something. Maybe I can do. Nope, that's not helping you a bit.
Because I'm on my camera. I'm on my phone.
Okay, so I can do mine. So I can kind of do something like this to disguise. I know, pine on this weird stick. So I went out walking with my dog this morning out in our backwoods, the whole like 1/3 of an acre of woods that we have. And my husband put together a burn pile. And so we were looking in the burn pile for sticks. So my husband will go and like get all the sticks, put them in. I'm talking tree limbs that fall, put them in the burn pile, and my dog will drag them out in the middle of the yard.
Oh.
But this time there were none in the middle. I actually had to go to the burn pile. She made me go all the way to the burn pile. So Glenda says, y'all, it is so hot here. I cannot believe I have my air conditioner going. You probably hear it running. Ridiculous, y'all. That's some scary stuff.
That's crazy. Here in Arizona, it's cold and rainy.
No way.
It's cloudy. It's rainy.
Oh, you know what we have that we do? Because we're Louisiana. It's muggy. So muggy. Gross. I hate the mug. So that's what we're working on. Hey, Fabi's here. Yay. Who else? Anybody else jump on? Let me know. Okay. So Erica's back. Yay, Erica. So I'm just thinking, and my balance is the other thing. So I'm hanging on 2 hangers in my window, not just one. But I think those are going to be a really sweet way to light them. I don't know if I want to put them on yet. Maybe I should. Let me think about this a minute. So that does mean I kind of have to turn my back sometimes. So what I'm going to try to do, guys, is work on it in reverse. That way all my wiring will sort of be in the back. And then when I get ready to hang it, I'm just going to turn it around and cut my wire too short. I know, right? First thing you do, wrong. It's too fat. That's why. So that was kind of I think you have a good Christmas.
I did. I lost half my I did. We the kids opened gifts, and then We pretty much played games all day. Just ate.
Yeah.
Oh, we made pozole. I don't say it right. We made pozole, a red pozole. So my daughter, myself, and my husband. And I told my husband, I just don't want to be in the kitchen all day on Christmas.
Oh, no.
I was
think
in the kitchen
I think we're over
probably
that. The generation
75%
is done with that. Go ahead.
Yeah. I was in the kitchen probably 75% of the day. Because it took us a while to make that from scratch. So I didn't get what I wanted. Oh my gosh, I lost half my, what did I do with my, I had everything out here. I don't know what I did with my.
So I'm kind of adjusting where my lights are going. I kind of want to, I guess I'm going to have it just go ahead and center them. I kind of wanted them hanging. I've got my wires too small.
Oh,
you know what? I'm going to use this one right here. I can make it work right here. So it was funny. My stick is so Louisiana. It is covered with moss. So I was going to do like snow or something for it. But then I was like, oh my gosh, no, don't lose your only wires. I had 2 brown wires and I just dropped it. One brown wire that I couldn't have. I figured it would blend. And that was just tiny.
Yeah, I had to go get a bag of pine cones because we don't really. Oh, I just dropped my label. We don't really get pine cones here.
Right. I laughed at somebody one time about buying sticks. I bought some sticks. I'm like, why are you buying sticks? She goes, I live like in a place, I have no property. I have no sticks. I said, wow, you never think there would be no sticks. That's just a thing. But yeah. Pine cones are, I taught art in Poteet, Texas, and that is a little town, South Texas area. And I said, okay, so we're doing like, we have Fridays where it was art. So it was Fridays where we were like, let's just make, it was free day. Fridays were always free day because you had 4 assignments and then you had your day to make up any assignments you were behind on and things like that. So, and I kind of kept that same teaching technique going. Well, of course, I had nothing really planned. It was close to Christmas for Friday. I said, okay, well, let me just bring some pine cones. Let's get some pine cones. Go live in an apartment, and they were like, pine cones? What's a pine cone? There are no pine cones in that part of Texas. No, we're not pine trees. I was like, wow. Never thought of that. Never thought of that. Because we didn't have a store conveniently located with pine cones in it.
Yeah.
So we did. First of all, did anybody catch Annie's live? I didn't because I was so sick last night. I said, I have just my daughter-in-law and son are here. And I'm like, I got to get all my energy up right now to get through this thing. Because boy, my fibromyalgia is kicking my booty. But you know why?
Dear, I'm sorry to hear that.
No, it's my fault. It's totally my fault. Sugar equals pain. And boy, how do you do? Everybody's got some good treat, and I'm stupid because I ate sugar. I can't have sugar. I have these snowflakes that I was watching her, and she was like everybody's doing the organization. Let's do this. Hang on. Let's do this organization thing. And I have Christmas decor, but I also have Christmas crafts and I have a lot of stuff that I've hoarded. I'm sorry, did I say hoard? That I have like gotten from thrift stores that I said, I could craft with some of this. So I'm kind of throwing some of that in the craft, other than just the regular craft stuff, other craft stuff. I'm going to be doing Christmas in July, just so everybody knows, because I got some stuff I need to be making a lot earlier. But I did think about watching her kind of sort through some stuff at what was like late. It was like 10 o'clock at night. I was in bed because I felt so bad. I don't know. I think it was 10. I think it was like 9 when I sent her a message saying, I'm sorry I missed your show, but I was like vegging. Oh my gosh, such a vegetable. So I got to catch it later, and I went to sleep, and I woke up at midnight, and I couldn't sleep. I could not go back to sleep, and so I went downstairs and started sorting stuff.
Oh,
but
no.
I know, because you know what? You have a choice. You can either lay there in pain, or you can get up and do something until you're so exhausted, and that's kind of how I live my life right now. Now, some of my snowflakes aren't going to work because they're really off-white, and I think I want to stick with the whites. And then I have like these little, these little cute dollar store ones, and that kind of cheesy ones. But I have some beautiful snowflakes that are in here that I never use, and I think this would kind of give them a chance to just have a little moment of their own.
Yeah.
Because that's what I liked about that. There were so many different things, and I have like one snowflake of this, one snowflake of that, And so it's going to give me a chance to do that. And I have this one, which I will never use.
What a great way to display like ornaments that have a special meaning.
I think it's brilliant. I think I really love that. And then I had some cookie cutters because I thought that was really cute. And it's just so many ideas. I mean, I was just blowing up with ideas last night at, 12 o'clock at night till 2 in the morning. That's sad. That's like, get it together, woman. So I was like, what to tie things with? I'm trying to keep, I want the silver, but I kind of want to keep the natural look. So what'd you decide on, like with your bow and all that, kind of doing the white, sticking with the whites and stuff? You could have been blues.
I'm doing white. Yeah, I'm going to do white. I'm just trying to measure. I know they all tie at the same, but they're all going to be different lengths, I think, on the ribbon.
Yeah.
To hang. Yeah.
Right.
I'm trying to decide.
I'm going to read something that I know. Yeah, so I did. Yeah, so that's what, like I said, I was watching a replay. But okay, so a lot of stuff. Okay, a lot of people were talking. So hey, everybody, I'm so sorry, but let me talk about this real quick. So what Fabi said is you can whiten these up if you put them out in the sun. This was actually done on ecru, and it's got gold in it. And I know you can't see it, but I'm going to put it as close as I can. Can you see a little bit of sparkle? So this one won't get lighter, but okay, I have heard you can. These are starched to death. So when the starch starts to yellow, that can be the problem. But they're not that. I mean, these are not white. They're a little cut off. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you can do the thing with the my brain's just OxyClean. But then you lose.
Okay.
That's the only thing. I was afraid to lose my starch. So now I was kind of like, do I want the string to show or do I want to do like a black thread? So many decisions you must make doing your crafting and how this would do. So that's gonna be fun. So the other thing I thought I have glue. I have this really, I went kind of nuts, grabbed a bunch of stuff. So I have a whole bunch of snowflakes to choose from now. And I have, hey son, sun's creeping through here. I also have words that I got at the Dollar Tree. Yeah, they say thankful. Well, not harvest, obviously, but thankful, welcome. So I could do something with that. I can still put thankful. I mean, even though, because I'm so thankful. I have some cute little balls in here. I have these really cute plastic, acrylic, I should say. So yeah, so many snowflakes just got, that just had come in bags. I kind of tossed them in a box and, just come in goodie bags. So I had a lot of snowflakes. I was kind of excited, as you can tell. A little bit excited. I want some mail. Let's see what he's doing. OxyClean. Yes. Thank you for that. Hey, it's snowing like mad. We're trying to at least get it to cool off, Doug. Send some our way. Send it. We need it. We're still hot here. Yes, it is. Okay, it is. I have turtles. I have a pond, so I have turtles, and they're blessed. Their little hearts are out there. Well, so I say sunning themselves, but there's no sun. They should be hibernating. They should be sleeping. They need to sleep. They need the beauty rest. So we have a friend, and my son's in here. Did he ever? My son who's just blocked me out of his hearing thing. Oh, come on. Oh my gosh. Adventurers. I can't think of his name. Yeah. Did they ever do that? Okay. Remember they're going to go wake up to snapping turtles in the winter.
Or maybe they did.
Do you remember that? And you didn't go, I guess. Apparently not. But yeah, we have a friend who it's a venture crew. It's kind of like a scouting thing, but it's for boys and girls. Just so you know, it does exist. Boys and girls can do things together in scouting. I'm not going to get all negative here, but it is a thing. So they have a venture crew, same age group, blah, blah, blah. And they go on some really cool stuff. They do some really good stuff. One of the things they were going to take these kids out to go dig up snapping turtles. I'm talking alligator snappers, big snapping turtles down south. Because that's where we keep most of them, down south. And weigh them, and what else? Check them, check their health.
Yeah.
Do blood work, stuff like that. I'd do it. I'd go. I'll let me some alligator snappers. Okay, my husband's calling me. Text your dad, tell him I'm live because he forgets. I do that. I know. Oh my God. Stop talking. I'm live, dude. Let me alone. All right. He's he probably landed. He was supposed to come in last night. Christmas fairies came along and did their little thing and made late. Oh my goodness. I'm going to Instagram. So I have my friend, now I really love her channel. It's going live a little late today, and she was going to join me today. And okay, you have got to talk to your dad, son, because he's calling me and I'm not doing it. That's why we turn our phones off, guys. This other thing, turn your phone off. That's pretty bad. I got our snappers up here. I know. Dinosaurs, you do have some dinosaurs. Yeah. I'm live. Tell me what a friend of we needs. Must look like your mother doesn't like to talk to you. So anyway, so Janine had a live that normally comes on around 1 something. She is actually having to run it now because of technical difficulties of her own. And but she's going to join me next week so we can like chat about what we can do to make our lives better. Today, I obviously need some help. And one thing I have learned from her, and I really like it, and I didn't do it at the beginning. Okay, so Christmas kind of, we have our nativities, we have our Santas. Do you like to use snowflakes and snowmen more in January? Because that's kind of when I like to start bringing those guys out. And the trees that are just like simple, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't be snowman. That would not be. So if I had to choose, I would choose snowflakes.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I still think a snowman is just a winter thing. I don't really think of them so much as Christmas all the time.
Yeah.
And that's when I used to put mine out because I had a lot and I got rid of them. Oh, I still have some. I don't decorate a tree, but I have like little figures I put out. Snow bunnies, things like that. I think are really cute too. Those little characters, those little people, little snow bunnies. So, but I gnomes, now we're calling, everybody's doing gnomes. I think gnomes can kind of go on through January, don't y'all? Don't you think gnomes?
Gnomes can go whenever. Yeah.
Oh, that's true, because then you have your springy gnomes too.
Yeah, gnomes are whenever, because you decorate them however you want.
That's right. So I'm hoping, yes. But I did pull some pine cones. I had this brilliant idea that I was going to look up my pine cones to tell y'all what they were, and then I didn't do it. My dad was a forester, and so I would love going out with my dad. He would tell me all the trees, different trees, all their, Latin names and things like that. But some of these came from former decorations. I love the silver one, and I'm going to try to figure out how to put that in, even though it's really big, maybe too big. And then I have gold ones that somebody spray painted. This all came from old ornaments. But this is what I've learned. I went over to my mom's. Let me just start with this. I went to my mother's and I picked up some off the ground. And I've done that in my yard as well. You really kind of have to pick them out of the trees. They will last forever if you pluck them from a tree. There's something about once they've hit the ground and started deteriorating, they will not come. I mean, that's it. They will just go. They'll rot. I mean, I don't know what that's about. So you actually have to pick them off the tree if you want them to last you for years and years. Most people don't think about it. I know. Isn't that weird? So I have some that I've had for years, like this. Well, this one's spray painted gold. It is firm and nice. This one I just picked up off the ground, and it is just it's just splintering. You know what I mean? It's like flexible, but it's okay for what I'm going to do, which is cutting it up in order. But it does turn gray. With these will hold their brown. But see how kind of gray this one's turning?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of depending on what look you're going for. But I do have the coolest thing. I do have a pine cone collection. Anybody else have a pine cone collection? She didn't ditch me. Hey, Mike. Mike's here. Yay. What are we talking about? Blame it on the pine cone. There it is. Yeah, so this is 100 years old. I mean, no, it's not. But you know what I mean? This came from a box of vintage stuff. So probably based on the other stuff that I had, it was these little flocked boots and things like these. It was in that group. And so that's how old it is. Yeah, this one came out of my yard recently. So I have some cute shaped ones that are dying like that, but I am just amazed. That's the funny, weird thing about. Oh, I love this pine cone. Okay, I know it's crazy. It's like I have a rock collection, but they're pine cones. So I have this one. It's like some kind of pod thing. I don't think it's actually from a pine tree, but if you know what this is, it's very heavy. I can't imagine what kind of pine cone it is or where it came from. I want to say this looks a little bit tropical. So they have pine cones and pine trees in the tropics. Let me know. So that was kind of cool. And I have like, and this is another weird shaped one. I don't know why it's shaped that way, but look.
Oh yeah.
I know. And it has like no, yeah. So I'm thinking these are some kind of a pod or the inside of a pod. Weird. So that was
pine cones like snowflakes. Like there's no two exactly the same. I wonder.
So many different. There's so many different. Oh my gosh, coniferous. I'm gonna get the word right. Coniferous trees, and we just kind of that do that. So
yeah,
I think this is plastic, but I think it's gonna be perfect for my thing. Oh my gosh, Robin! I know Robin. It's kind of thinking of Robin when I was doing all that mushroom one. Oh yeah, I know that was really interesting. It does, yeah, it does, Robin. That's what it looks like. One of those mushrooms, which are, I have a name, and we do have a few of those that grow here. People can eat them. You're talking about those kind that people eat. So my friend, I have a friend. Well, I have a friend who is a teacher at Tech, and that's like his thing. He loves mushrooms and picks up a lot of mushrooms and sells them. And he goes to the, I think he's growing some, whatever you do. And he sells them at the farmer's market. And it's like his thing. So he knows everything there is to know about all sorts of local mushrooms and obviously all mushrooms. So right now, I'm randomly putting things on. I'm going to plan it out better. But one of the things I found, and it's not going to work, I never hang this. I never think to hang this in my window. I love this thing. Can you see? No, well, no, not really. I think it's going to be too heavy, but it would have been kind of cool with this stained glass.
Oh,
yeah. I don't think it's going to work because it's so heavy. Maybe my stick wouldn't make it. For some reason, this came in a plastic bag, and I've always kept it. So I'm keeping it in a little plastic bag. So I'm kind of looking the silver and the trees. It's so much fun. So this is going to be I think these are going to be pretty easy to do and beautiful. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do a lot of these different things this year. I mean, this month. I'm sorry, not the year, but the month is crazy already. It just got started.
Right.
And I'm not ready for all the different collaborations, but I am doing the organizing is too valuable not to do it. You know what I mean? We need that. I heard that.
Right, you heard the rooster? Yes.
The rooster. The crazy rooster.
There's the rooster.
My neighbor, I don't guess, she has some she had some chicks that she raised this year, and she has chickens, but she's always doesn't have roosters. And I said, well, it doesn't bother me. I mean, you get used to them. But I don't know. I don't know what she's going to do. I don't know if she has any or what she's going to do with them if she does. Yeah. Thank you. It's cute. I got it for nothing, but it does have a little crack in it. But it's okay. It's still loved. I can take things with their flaws. I'm flawed. Why not? I say, haven't noticed pine cone shapes before. I know. Oh, they are. And we have like these huge pine trees here in this part of Louisiana that are gigantic. They're not like pine trees you normally see. They're not the tall, skinny ones. They're very fat. They have big, huge branches, and they come out where a pine tree grows in the woods. They typically don't have limbs until they just kind of keep growing up, and then they have more limbs at the top. These have limbs all over, and they are always getting hit by lightning. We're lucky to have any left. So over the time we've been here, we have lost 1, 2, 3. Well, we had to cut one down because it was double. At some point in its life, it split. One part of it was getting weaker. It was about to give, and then once that happened, and then we actually had one that split. So right now we have one that's really good, and we have another one that's pretty healthy too. I mean, but yeah, we've cut so many down, and they're not cheap to cut down. So much for your trip to Disney World. You got to cut a tree down. Those trees are ridiculous because they're massive.
Well, yesterday I had to do that bling the bottle thing.
Yeah, how did that turn out? Right, nothing. We had a plan. We had a plan, Carrie. What's the plan? What happened?
So I went to Michael's to get some diamond dust. They had no clue what I was talking about.
No.
So I had to show them a picture, and it says online, it says you have it. And so they finally found it. So I got their last jar of diamond dust. And then your idea of the applique, you know, like doing an applique with bling.
Right.
Smart. That was smart. Yes. Like, but they didn't really have anything left. So I was able to find one package of applique of bling, and then I got the last thing of diamond dust. And
oh my gosh. Wow.
So then I kind of forgot about the project.
Until
Monday morning, I went, oh my gosh. Like, you know, like you go sometimes through a day, you're going, I know I'm supposed to go somewhere, or I know I'm supposed to do something.
That's me every day.
So Sunday I kept going, man, I know I'm supposed to be doing something today. I know I was supposed to be working on that project, coming up with an idea. I didn't do anything. So on Monday morning, I wake up and I thought, okay, well, maybe I'll run up to Hobby Lobby and see if I can find anything. You know, things will be on clearance, maybe whatever. Well, I forget there's a time difference. So I didn't have a chance to go to Hobby Lobby. So I just had my bottle, those cork lights that I bought, the diamond dust, and that one applique of bling. And so I'm like, well, it is what it is. I don't know what I'm going to do with all this, but and how many different ways can you do a bottle? So my husband and I were getting ready Monday morning, and I'm watching the people before me.
Yes.
One girl took a glass, turned it upside down, painted the bottom glass as a base. And I missed the beginning part. I missed what she used, but it was almost like a tumbler base that she painted like Mackenzie Child checker print. Then she had like a glass globe in the middle, which she put this Christmas scene in the middle of.
Oh, yeah, like the bowls. Yeah.
Yeah, with the topper. So it ended up being really tall. It was super tall. Goodness. And I'm like, what? She told me a wine bottle, a pickle jar, or something else. Like this, she went all out. So then comes a girl before me. She has this scene of a cabin that they used to go to as a kid. She blinged out. I'm like, oh my gosh. I was so embarrassed.
Oh, those dang overachievers. Wow.
I'm like, oh my gosh. So I did it.
Yeah.
I would not say it would have been my favorite craft I've done. But I did it. Right? I made a commitment and I did it.
And so the video's up, right? We need to go see it. Y'all don't forget to go check out those videos of the. And so they're all lighted though, right? Everybody lit theirs up or what?
Well, like some had,
yeah,
like I had the string of lights. They had actual light bulbs in theirs. It was like crazy. I'm like, whatever.
Why? No, I'm guilty of that too. I will overachiever for my future doll. Oh yeah. I don't know. Motivate me to do something a little better. Oh, and I really like this. It's got like a stain on it. Oh, it's on that side. Oh, just go back. Just make sure it's on the window side. So same here. Let's see what he says. Okay, so let's we're talking about winter. Yes. So Deb's kind of telling me, Louisiana, we have winter on a Thursday. You know, we do get some good ice storms through here, and just like we don't know what to do. And because that's what it is. Kind of like Houston too. When they got that really bad weather, they're like, "Yeah, we can't do anything with this."
Yeah.
Now, the bigger your stick, the more fun you can have. My stick's looking kind of.
So, are you draping those or tying them on? How are you putting them on?
I'm trying to get them at different levels. These are kind of close.
Oh, neat. Are you using fishing line?
No, I decided to use rope. I did want to use. I have black. I bought, hang on a second. Let me think of the word. I can't think of this word. Oh my goodness. It's a fishing line for deep sea fishers that, when you catch those big fish. And it's made of, guys, help me out with the word, Kevlar. It's not Kevlar. I bought it to restring a bunch of really, really nice chimes that I have that, while that string they put on there just falls apart. So I bought the Kevlar for that. I paid like a lot of money for that Kevlar. We're not going to talk about that. But for your craft supplies, buy Kevlar. And it would look so cool. But then I said, I don't really want the string to, this part, the stick to just be suspended in space. So I said, no, I think I'm going to make it like you can tell it's hanging. So I just went with some jute that I had. So that's about to say, wait, what do we do? I use the loblolly. I love loblollies. Yes. One of my favorite ones to say, loblolly pines. I love my loblollies. But they have some massive limbs that fall during storms and things.
Oh.
No, the reason we had trouble with pine trees in Louisiana, they really don't like to be frozen because the sap in them will freeze. And when that happens, it becomes brittle. And when it becomes brittle, it will snap. That's why everybody's like, don't put pine trees near your house, blah, 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 because the tops will just snap right off. But rarely do we get that length of coal. But man, when we do, it doesn't. And when these this is another pine tree, which I don't know the name of. I should know the name of that one because they're all over my yard. They maybe get about this big around. They don't tend to get real big because typically that's used for lumber and things because they're very straight, limited amount of branches, that kind of stuff. Yeah, those suckers. That's how they, when you hear about the pine trees falling, it's usually because it snapped off at the top. I have these, but I don't like the colors. They're browns. I don't think it's going to work for my thing. Even though it's woodsy and cute, I'm kind of digging the white. It's too fall looking. So I got more of these. I got a couple of more of these, but I got this cutie. Oh my gosh, this one's so cute. I don't want to use it. I can get it out. Ugh, they're all tangled. This is the only one I have, So yeah, I maybe can get some more sticks. Kind of do it like a mobile. Just keep
this would be something like, where are you going to hang it?
I have a window that has nothing in it, so it would work. It's in my studio, but I also have my kitchen window. But my kitchen window is really wide, and that was what the one they had. I was reading about the pine cones.
I did see these, like, depending what you hung on it, they can hang anywhere. It's cute, like a bathroom with a little window and doing cute. I don't know, anything that it is gonna be anywhere. Kitchen.
Well, one thing I liked about the one you're doing is that I have right now I have like a Christmassy thing hanging. I have they're old doorknobs and they'll match. They all come out of the same house, and they are on a board and they're outside my house. They actually hang on the outside, like if you have wet coats or, I used to have a boot rack out there where the kids would put their boots upside down, but over years, the boot rack kind of had it. And anyway, so I had the coat, and I like to hang things up there as well. I thought that would be so cute with the white.
Yeah.
So let me see how it's doing. I love your big snowflakes. Where did you get those giant snowflakes?
These were hanging on my Christmas tree. I took them off. I got these like 2 years ago from Target. So it was just before I went live. I'm like, honey, my husband's a school teacher, so he's home this week. I'm like, I need to find those gold snowflakes. Yeah. He's like, I don't think we got 3 of them. A lot of them are broke. And luckily, there was 3 not broke on the tree.
Oh, well, what are they made from?
They're real flimsy. I don't know, real flimsy plastic.
Oh, yeah. Hang on. Okay. Well, didn't I may have those. I have a big gold one. And they do break. So you know what I did? If they're the same ones, how big are those? Does that look like it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But yours look really big. Mine's like maybe 6 inches big. But so let me tell you, mine broke too. A lot of mine broke. So let me tell you what I did. I'm just kind of a little bit nuts here. I have been cutting them up into little pieces. I hoard everything. Yeah. Because I can add them to something else. Just bling up something else. Yeah, I cut up all my little weird pieces. Like we're doing that thing you do. Yeah. So I just chopped them up. Got a whole bag full of broken ones. What am I going to do with that? Oh, I just realized I have glue gloves in here as well. But that's a thing. You never know when you just need a little blank. Actually, I should put one on mine. Maybe. I have 2 that aren't broken. I'm like you. I only had a couple that didn't break.
Yeah, they break so easy.
Yes, it kind of becomes that, what length you want something to be. And it kind of helps. Just like hang on right there. So everybody getting some fun ideas? Because you know, you see how easy these are to make, and they're going to look fabulous. You just wait. Going to look great. And I had these like really cheap ones. But I took some of these and put them on a angel that I made on one of my videos, and I made go cut that one up because I needed more. And then I had these that are like the stuff that I use.
Oh yeah,
they're so cute, so cheesy, and they tangle up so bad, so bad. They're tangled into everything now. So I only have a few of these. I don't think I want them. They're really bright. I mean, really sparkly. But another plant. Oh, and I still want to put some of my snowflakes on here. Let me get this done. So Debbie says, let's see what we got here. So let me go up. Let me go up. How's everybody's doing? Let's just check in. All right. So we got some. Oh my gosh. Every time I go up, I have to go up farther to find where the conversation started. Okay. So I love the face. Pinecone thingy mubobs. Yes. It's kind of, yes. And then I just popped in. I forgot myself. So I forget something might have. What? So Bobby says, I just popped in and forgot to myself. So I figured someone else might have to. Okay. I don't know where that came from. That is an interesting conversation. In Louisiana, we don't use to have winter. Back to that. Okay. I forgot. Thanks. All right. So, I forgot. So people are forgetting something. Somebody clue me in on what y'all forgot. Same here in Michigan, Deb. It's snowing right now. We need to melt a day or so. That's about the seeding process. We use to grow loblolly. Yeah. All right. So my neighbors have some. Oh yeah. Back to that and pine cones. Trying to be a lot of pine cones. Talking pine cones. De-junking January is a valuable concept. I am in. Yes, Deb. We all need to be in. Hey, Steve is here. Hey, Steve. Send hey to everybody. Yes, that is a thing, and what better is doing it as a group and really supporting each other, and and getting ideas from each other on how to do this. Because some things, my problem, y'all, just so you know, this is crazy, but let me show you. Let me see if I can find them. Get my box thing turned around. Can y'all see this? Am I pointing? That box, there's a brown box up there. 4 boxes that are empty. I have empty boxes because it's in here, some piled up somewhere and not where it's supposed to be, in a box. Let's tag. We got to make some cute tags. I do want to make some cute tags, that's for sure. So yesterday I decided to go through my scrapbooking stuff. I don't scrapbook, but I definitely want to start doing more of a collage. And that's kind of why I started collecting a lot of the stuff. Was I thought it would be really cute for collage paper. So I have a lot of stuff. I don't know about you. You may not cooperate. And I gave a whole bunch to my daughter-in-law to go through to see if she wanted it. And my goal is I have a box and I've got to get it all into that box. Whatever doesn't fit in that box has to go. That kind of stuff, that kind of thinking. That makes sense?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I did the worst. I just did a granny knot instead of a square knot because I don't know what I was thinking. And now I cut it off. It's just going to come apart, aren't you? It's staying. All right. So these are a lot alike. So I'm trying to find some that are a little bit different. That one's different. That one's a little bit different. This one's different. That one, I don't know where these came from. I think Rolling Hills, actually. That one looks different. There's some that are different. I'm not worried. They might not. They're wide enough. Yeah, they're going to work. Cute. Does anybody, I bet you Deb has made snowflakes, haven't you? Is Erica still on? Erica does some knitting and crocheting and things like that. I wonder if she's made snowflakes. So does anybody,
that'd be pretty. Because they have such cool like yarns and fabrics. Those would be pretty. Snowflakes. Well, the trick to this is getting into all.
Wait a minute. Okay. Well, hi, Potter's here. Bethwin, right? Yeah. Hey. Hello, Jack. I'm practicing my phone skills. Can't tag. Oh. Well, thank you for that. Thanks for joining us. Are you doing a live this week on the crafter show? Because my I can't think of words right now. Crafty Creators Community. Are you doing anything on that this week?
Is that
That's Crafty Peeps.
It's what?
That's Crafty Peeps Facebook page.
Yes. They just reached out to me to do something today or tomorrow, but I couldn't respond fast enough, and luckily she found somebody else. They want me to do something in January. I don't know.
Yeah. Good.
I don't know.
Yeah, I like it. I just Wednesdays are not a good day for me because that's my mom's day, and she has so little, and she does. I mean, that's our night, and so I got to go see my mom, and it was getting crazy trying to do another thing.
So, like, you have a really good business coach, and
she
talks about social media platforms and how they interwork, and then she finally just said one day, it was really kind of funny. I haven't been in class in a while. I've been just whatever. But she finally just said to us, if you're not going to do the homework I give you, then why are you paying to be here?
Right. Yeah.
And I do it. I just don't turn it in per se. And a part of me is because I don't trust to give out my business stuff to everybody in the class. Does that make sense?
I can see
if it was just to her.
That's right.
That's like my accountability person. Like, I don't owe her anything. If I do it, I do it. If I don't, I don't. If I pay to be there, I pay to be there. But I have been burned too many times by fellow creators of giving out an idea or sharing an idea, like a business idea, and they run and do it. So I've learned to be more cards to my chest. But so anyway, so she's been honest. If you're not going to do the homework, which is just to help your business grow, then why are you here? So I've really been taking that to heart and doing.
I broke it. It's dry. Yeah. So, I mean, I did see you're live on Saturday, right? Saturday morning. When did y'all do that live? Where y'all were the fly on the wall thing y'all did?
Oh, we do that Friday mornings.
Fridays. Okay. Yeah. So I saw that. That was cute.
Yeah, we do that every Friday.
Personality. She's really fun.
Yeah. So we do that every Friday. So I've just been more cautious of what I do, and
I on that because I did get burned years ago based on that as well. Someone was doing what I was doing. I was doing craft shows, and I did them for, and then someone did gourds. And that made me mad because they knew I was doing gourd. That was kind of like my thing. And they were a lot like mine. And I was like, that's really close. If you're going to do your thing, do your thing. Don't do my thing. I don't gourd. Nobody owns gourds. There's no gourd Santa, thing. But I did find out I could definitely take my materials and I could not copyright. There's a word for it. It's not copyright. It's like trade. No. It is copyright. Like how I put them together. It was very weird. So you could apply to that. What am I going to do? Sewer. But I think it's terrible. People will look for other people's ideas, especially when it comes to some of the things that you do, with the shirts and stuff like that. Oh yeah. Oh, I definitely.
Yeah. Well, it's not so much. I don't mind so much the copy because it's hard. We all shop at the same stores. Paint. We have a lot of the same material. So, getting inspiration, copying a craft so much doesn't irk me so much. It's a business idea, something to make money out of revenue. That's where I think it crosses the line.
We're doing, we got our idea off of Pinterest and we're doing it ourselves. And if I could figure out how to credit that person, which I will, I'll go.
We would, right? But we're not stealing money from that person. I'm not selling this item.
That's what we're doing.
Right. So, with that being said, I'm trying to be more organized with what's my business plan for 2022? What is it? So I've been, what are my revenue streams? Where am I going to put my energy? Because I work full time. I have 4 children and I'm trying to do this. So my time is stretched very thin. So we as creatives, we're like squirrel and we get we're all over the place.
Yeah.
So trying to be more organized in my thoughts and my plan.
I know. Okay. So just in that, organize. We're talking about organizing also. Can you have your live stream open, by the way, on the side? Are you on Facebook or I'm sorry. Are you on, what are you on right now? Are you on StreamYard, right?
I'm just whatever your invite was. I didn't get to get on my
do you see on the side where it says comments? Are you reading the comments? You may have
I can't see comments.
Okay, so go all the way over. Wait, your other side. You want to go to the right side of your screen, and there's like a little black box thing. It's a comment, but it's square. Comments. You need to make sure you clicked on that. Sorry about that.
I see mic, communications, cam, mic, chat, and leave. On my phone. I'm on my phone.
Oh, okay. That may be why. So you should have comments somewhere that you can click.
There's nothing on my screen.
That's White Pine. Usually yeah. So they're all talking about kind of back on the organizing your stuff and why do I buy all this stuff? A little bit, because there's a little bit of lag some places. I like to try to organize too, Robin. So we're all trying to get organized. I did kind of put that into, there's white pine and yellow pine, Deb. So we're talking about another thing now about the pine trees. So I will say I'm lacking there. I definitely need to get some kind of overall plan about, I am squirrely everywhere. Like, oh, they're doing that. That's so cute. I want to do that. And that is one of the things that happens when you do a lot of the collaborations, because you go, oh, this is so much fun. And you want to get involved in something. It is hard to do your own thing. One thing about my way I organize, out in my barn, I can do plastic containers all day long. But in my house, in my studio, there's a look I want. I want it very rustic, Robin. We're going with rustic on that one, just tacky. But I like to have natural stuff in here, like, like glass. I like, oh, look, Kevlar. Look, no, it's a necklace. What are you doing in there? That's a nice black piece of string, though. Hang on to that. I might need it. So it's, so I don't think mine's going to look like everybody else's, but I do love these people who can go and buy a whole bunch of really cool stuff to organize with. I can't, because I've got lots of cool stuff to organize with. I'm not using. I need to use. So I'm looking for getting ideas like that from people. But yeah, so what you do with your stuff is like, you definitely want your own imprint on it. That's your own thing. Like my little snowy thing going on here. So I've kind of got this. Let me pull it away now. I'm going to hang it up different. I want to put more on it. Oh, it's getting heavy. What are you caught on? I want to do more with it, but it's turning into a thing. So I've got one and trying to get more things at different levels. I'm kind of digging more levels. I think that's fun. You could do this all day long. Now I'm worried about how I'm going to do this with the greenery. I do have green here, but I feel like I need to have something else green. Maybe I'll do something with this where I'll do like this snow. I have my tree somewhere. I can do something.
Oh, yeah.
Bring these back down. Oh, I could hang actually like little boughs too, just kind of hanging. I've got some little ones. Yes. Little ones. Just not feeling like adding color, even though I did get a bunch of these. These were things that I had in my dead pile. I have copper. Copper would be cool, but different. I have some shiny ones, but nothing. Also, these are kind of cute. These little cut out biscuits or something round. I don't know what they are. I have this kind that's got that, but I'll do this a little good. Oh my gosh! I got a Scotty cookie cutter. And I found these and I went, where were these? I need these to go back with my other Christmas stuff. I have like another Santa and these holly. These need to go with them in my kitchen stuff. And like another candy cane and a snow. There's the snowman I was talking about. Things that I have collected. The other idea I had for doing this, if you don't want to do snow, do stars. I have a bunch of stars I could have done one with. I think that would, and they do use stars on the other one, the example. And then
I think you do anything that would work in your decor would work on that.
I have like this one icicle thing that I only have one of, and I just love it, and I never know what to do with it. But I hate to use it because everything is not fragile except for this. That would be my one fragile on there. But definitely a beautiful light catcher. Let's get to that. Add this to it. But your overall business is online. You work online. Is that the one you're talking about, or you have another job?
Yeah. So I sell paparazzi jewelry. I do Color Street, Magnolia, and then some T-shirts. So my motto or my area is just everyday self-care. Things that you could do every day for self-care, whether it's crafting, if it's doing your nails at affordably, or a piece of jewelry, just a way to just shop your outfit without having to go buy $100 worth of more clothes. Now you can just buy a $5 piece of jewelry and whatever. So that's more my thing. Doing whatever it is to make yourself happy and don't break the bank, right? And it's hard.
Yes.
It's hard. We as women, I think, forget to do us first.
We do. And my
nails are so busy taking care of our children, our spouses, or whatever, our jobs. I think sometimes we forget about ourselves.
I do. I put that really on hold as far as like my nail, because I just trash my nails when I'm doing artwork anyway. But I was trying so hard. I was taking my vitamins. I had been keeping like a clear on there. Snapped one off to the gone, and I was like, I can't win with the nails. But part of that is just my overall I don't know why I can't seem to grow nails right now.
Yeah,
I thought overlap so much. I have this weird plastic one. It's kind of not. I have two of them now. Aw, I don't know what this is. It's plastic. That one's so cute with this little bow. It sparkles. Oh, it's very white. I need a sparkly. Taking your bow off though. And yes, I'll hoard it. I will save this bow. You know I will. Because it's cute. It's just a little plaid. Little plaid bow. So Grandma Cindy, hey, I know we're doing some crazy stuff. So what we're doing, if you've joined us now, we got some really cute ideas off of Pinterest. We had a nice long chat on the phone looking for ideas. I was sending her some stuff because it's like there's a million things you can do. There are Christmas, and then you go winter. Yeah. So I did the snowflake theme, and we both kind of went with that. And the funny thing about this is, like, here it is. Oh my gosh, what is the temperature? It is hot and muggy. So I'm going to check my weather real quick. Weather. I wish I knew where my app was. I never check it, so I don't know. 77, but it's going to get up to the 80s. But it is so humid that it's like the heat index in Texas. But it's just so humid, it just makes it even feel hotter. Weirdest part of the world is Louisiana, where in the summer and the humidity makes it feel hotter, also makes it feel colder in the winter.
Oh yeah,
we suffer all the time here. So I need to order some vitamins. I know I really think I was not taking the best of vitamins, and I've been trying to take good vitamins. It's hard to figure out what is really a really good vitamin. I ran out of my D, and I think that might be another reason I'm not feeling my best. You definitely want your Ds if you're not getting enough absorption. It's cold here. Oh my gosh. No way. Oh, I'm sorry. Wow. See, we're just so muggy here. It's ridiculous. It's hard to believe it's cold somewhere else in the world.
Right?
I know. I'm always thinking about I need to move because of my allergies and stuff. They're getting worse. And Louisiana is like the allergy world. I mean, everything affects your allergies here.
Well, they tell everybody to move to Arizona to help with your allergies, but I didn't develop allergies until I moved to Arizona.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh.
Work because it doesn't want to hang. Cute. Get up. Nope. This one's wanting to spin on me. Oh, it's not hanging. It's not heavy enough to hold its own, weight. Maybe not use that one. Oh, look at this. This is just like a little wood cutout, but it's kind of not. It's like drawn weird, I'm not going to use it.
Yeah,
it's weird. Oh, y'all remember these? They were made out of, I'm going to definitely hang this one up.
Oh, yeah.
They're made out of the beads. The weird stuff. Oh, wait, somebody's just joined us? Oh, hey. So I don't know how to say your name. So we have, I get that. It's just Judah and Oz, Calcutta. Okay. Hi, everyone. Aw. Thank you so much, Bethany, for sharing my channel. I appreciate that. So thank you for joining us. So we found these great ideas, and we're doing this kind of weird thing. Mine is a window, goes across a window, or like we were saying, a lot of different options you could do with it. And then and yours is something to hang on. You're done or what?
I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to get this to balance.
You can just keep doing it. I mean, that's the fun. You can just keep adding and adding and adding. And, if you've ever seen my Christmas tree, I do that. I just keep adding more stuff.
All right, there we go.
Yeah, I think what I'm doing is I'm going to put you on a bigger screen, and then you can just bring your phone over so you can show it to us up close and personal.
I'm going to have to move my phone because it's
that's what I mean. You're going to have to pick your phone up and take it over there. So I'm putting you on the big
trim
screen.
my edges first here. Let me trim my edges.
The screen layout is not changing.
All right, I do like it, but I think I want to glue my back snowflakes so they stay out because they keep falling in. But if I glued them together, they would stay out.
Why am I not getting her to do the open? I have me, and I never can figure out how to switch it over to you unless I just take me off. Pretty much the only one is that's me. Hey, it's just me. I don't want me. No, I want her.
Can you see?
There. Good, we got you. I think. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can.
Okay, good. Oh my goodness, how cute. Oh, those
so
do look
maybe
great.
Be cute with some bigger bling in the middle of the snowflakes. Maybe I can't tell if you can see it. You see? There we go.
So you have a ribbon. What's your ribbon? Almost just like cloth. That is cloth, isn't it? Is it cloth?
It's ribbon that's fringed.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay. That is an idea that you could rip stuff, I guess. All right, we need to. You are organizing your little studio space. You don't want to show us the whole thing just yet. So she built a shed. What do you want to tell us about? Let's talk about it because I don't want to ruin your reveal, but whatever you want to share. Look at that.
Let me see. I don't know if I could turn. Can I turn the camera?
I think so. Yeah. Don't you think? Maybe not.
No, I don't know. It doesn't give me.
Okay.
So what I did, I don't know if you can see behind me. So behind me is just a bunch of curtains, right?
But yes.
I put in rather than insulation to keep the heat out. I had to use the space. So I so far just have my surfaces here behind. Yeah, that's what. So now you
did talk about you found a shady area in your property, right? You said
kind of.
Hopefully that will help some. We're talking zone here.
Yeah. So I got more of the surfaces in my car I need to put out. But the bad thing is my crafting space where I have everything is probably a 15 by 12 room with a closet plus a storage room in the back. Now I'm down to I think it's a 10 by 15 or a 12 by 15 shed. I don't know how I'm going to fit everything in. And all of these surfaces that are behind me, just in crates in the room. I haven't even touched all the shelves that are in that room yet. So I don't know where I'm going to put. I don't know where I'm going to put.
No, because that's looking so cute right now. And you said you have a loft, so you do have like a little loft area that you built too for storage.
Yeah. I got to adjust my camera. Yes. So there's a little loft, but it doesn't. It's my roof is pitched. So when you do a 10-foot wide shed with a pitch,
oh sure, it goes down to nothing.
There's not much room up there. So my husband has decided that, well, since you built a she shed, all your crap can go out there. So he cleaned out all my baking stuff and shoved it up there. So now I have
that doesn't count as crafting. So no,
right. I don't bake really anymore. So yeah. So my loft area is full right now before I've even emptied out my crafting space. So
I don't quite know. Decisions we must make when we're going through our stuff is like, are you really going to be doing that anymore? You know, is that worth taking up that space? And that's hard. It's actually really hard to make those decisions. Let me get me back in the picture because I'm just like talking.
Yeah,
I know. Somebody's like,
so I think when I clean out, I'm going to have to minimize, because like a lot of people donated stuff to me. I appreciate them donating, but it's stuff I'll never craft with.
Right.
So I need to pass it on. Pass it on.
I know,
instead of bringing it.
If you haven't done it yet, wait, you need a next door shed. I love it. Yes, the next door shed. It's in the next door shed. I'll have to show you my storage room. And ideally, I was going to let my husband have the back storage. And I was getting all my stuff out, but that meant it all had to come back into the house. I mean, my barn, but that meant all this like other shed stuff should be out in the shed, right? And like our, I don't know, weed eaters, things like that, they're in the barn. I thought, well, that makes sense. We'll put all tires, you know, wheels, like with tires that go to our Jeep, that were in the barn, and they smell like tires. So little things like that were going, and I didn't clean up my shed, but my shed's so cute. I organized it. That's what's that. I have a lot of frames. I have 1,000 frames. I went a little bit frame crazy because they were, oh my gosh, when frames are like less than $1 and they're nice frames, they're really cool old frames, you load up because that's what hoarders do.
But then you load up, but then what do you do with them?
Well, at the time, I did a lot of art, so I really thought of more drawing. And when I bought them, and I don't do a lot of drawing right now, or painting. Yeah. And I just haven't done much of that in the past few years. I've just moved on to other, like, three-dimensional. Hey, you are not going to hang right either. Some things don't want to hang right, so you just can't do it. Sorry, you ain't hanging. I'm going to put another.
It's so pretty.
I think it's fun. I think it's like great in the window. Let me figure out what to do with that thing, though. I got to figure out what to do with the plug because I don't really like it showing. Looking around, I don't know if I love the greenery. I'm see if I can hide it behind a snowflake. I mean, I have these plastic ones that are kind of big. Where's that one? I have this big silver one. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can disguise it behind a silver snowflake. You know what I'm saying? I kind of disguised it. Another one's hanging right there. Maybe we'll try it because we're just doing it and then we're done. So that is one thing I really need to do, though, is to do that big swap out because we have stuff like camping stuff we never use until we go camping. And so it's not something I need to have access to walk out. I wouldn't be able to walk out and say, I need this and get it. But like the camping gear would not be something we would need. And I think the camping gear would be okay in a less climate controlled area because our barn has an air conditioner and it has the fans and all that kind of stuff. So we do have really good circulation. Actually, I need something longer on this side. This is never going to end, is it? You never finish. Let's see. I think you brought right. Would be nice.
Oh, it's raining.
I do without the tag. I don't think that's not going to be a good idea with that hanging all the time, though. That may be bad. I need to wrap it up there. Let me tie it on. So that's not going to work. But that definitely helps. Yeah. Do you have so you got an air conditioner in there? You see
not yet, because it's been cool since we built it, but I'm going to take your suggestion and get the roof, at least the ceiling insulated.
Right.
I could at least insulate the roof.
Yeah.
So that direct sun.
That would be a styrofoam
but I'll
panel.
probably just do like what do you call those? Portable AC unit, it sticks in your window and you move it wherever.
I mean, you don't get a lot of heat. That little space you could heat with a that was a little space heater. Like my place, I have a space heater that keeps it pretty warm, but I do have not apartment, hotel style heating and cooling. It's, so it's just that box over here in that thing. Yeah. And we also put that up in the playroom, but they make so much nicer split units and things now, but depending on what you need. Because this one is kind of noisy, and you may want, because you're a smaller space, you may want something quieter. Thank you, Bobby. I'm trying to decide.
Yeah, that's me. My concern is how loud will that be?
Yes, they get loud.
Yeah.
Mine does get loud.
So my goal this week is to get my business planning done and then sharing it with my moderator and my virtual assistant, so we all are on the same page. And just there's my dog, just to get more organized in my thoughts, my because it's fun to do this, but if we're doing this as a business, we need to be more business minded. And that's my goal.
Now, are you worried? And this is a question for everybody. I think you all want to kind of think about this. If you can't make money at this, are you going to keep doing it? Or do you really need, are you at a, where you really need this time for earning money? For, is this, what kind of time frame? You know what I'm saying? Like, who else doing this actually earn money? But if you give yourself a time frame as far as just a business idea, if it doesn't earn money.
Right. And it's been hard. A lot of the ladies that, I've met through doing this, they've dropped out because it's just not that there is not money. You have to be mindful in what you do and making sure you're not spinning wheels and understanding what it's fun to think, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this for a business. But if you're not business minded, balanced with your creativity, or if you don't have the financial resource to hire people to do the business side, then you're just spinning your wheels. Yeah. It's hard.
I've done very well. And if nothing else, achieving like balance in it. I may not make a lot of money, but I use that money. I was making money to do something else with, and so I had the money. And I'm kind of caught, you're like mad money or whatever. This is not the look I was going for, just so you know, people, but it's going to work for now because I'm just going to kind of disguise. We're trying to disguise it. So I just feel like if I really tried to make money at this, the real cost of what we're doing. Over the years, what I have done business-wise is the cost to build my studio was absorbed in what money I made. So does that, what am I saying? So I paid for this with the money I made. So I kind of zeroed out. I know. And you write off and you do all that. It is a permanent part of our property. It was a great investment. So little things like that you do, you have to think on those terms in setting up your business. And so a lot of people who are renting a place, yes, you can constantly write off your rent, but is that going to be a lost income? Because I did like the booth, I tried that trick. Then that's why I got out of that. A lot of eBay is now turned into pretty much lost income because I'm not keeping it up like I should. Wasn't selling very well this past year because me not adding new stuff. And I saw something today. I need to go pack it up and ship it. But like I said, it will pay my store fees for eBay this year. For this month. That's pathetic. So that's not making money. Yeah. And so it zeroes out. But you know what I'm saying? That's not making money either. But I think I've always been so frugal and creative and like buying, like I made my shelves out of, this is some lumber. Now we did buy this, but a lot of the wood that I got was just random lumber. I got a bunch of free lumber from somebody, I made shelves out of that. Of course, thrifting and, looking on well, I'm sorry, Facebook Marketplace, things like that. I think Craigslist did a lot of stuff, but no, a lot of it was DIY, a lot of DIY stuff to kind of build what I had. So low, just I don't put a lot of money into it. Now back to that, the real cost of buying craft materials and this amount of space that it takes up to have it. I mean, there's hoarding, and then there's art. There's a gazillion, sorry about that, gazillion paints down here. Oh, everybody's talking about hanging the door things. Yeah, this was mine when I was a child. I am looking at the back of my door. It is a waste of space. The back of my door right now has a bulletin board on it and like an idea board, which has no ideas on it. And then you go write some ideas on the board. I should plan my thing and write it on my board. Yeah, so, but I taught out here. I just did things over the years, but I can't say that I've ever like really made money, like on above and beyond what I've spent.
So yeah, so that's that, because now I'm in over $5,000 just building the she shed that still doesn't have electricity to it. It's just extension cords, right? So it's going to cost more money. So then what am I going to do, like you said, to cover the cost of building this, plus my StreamYard fee, plus my fees to everything else that I got to pay for. My virtual assistant, I got to pay for her. I pay for my moderator. It's a lot of outgoing stuff.
Yeah.
So, just being more mindful, because now with our 2-year-old, we have to start paying the daycare bill. So between him and our 9-year-old, I'm looking at almost $1,300 a month. I got to pay in daycare.
Right.
I don't have $1,300 extra a month.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, if I'm going to do this business, I have to do this business. So there's just certain things so we kind of just goes back to about those events. I used to plan a lot of events, a lot of successful events. A lot of people now are known after being in events that myself and another creator, really, we did a lot of them together. But creating events, you don't make any money at it. It takes time away from your business. And so really the organizers of the events, you don't really get anything from it.
Right.
It's everybody you invite to be in it that gains. So
I agree. And a friend of mine, we thought we would do something like that. We would put together, like antique thing. We had all these, great ideas to organize that kind of stuff. It's, it's, oh man, it's a lot of, we've learned a lot before we ever did one. Thank goodness. Brilliant ideas, but man, trying to organize your own kind of thing like that is not always the best money-making plan, but it's a good job. I'm sometimes really good at it. And like I said, if you were good at getting that organized and doing that stuff, that's a good business.
Well, it is, but the creators don't pay to be in your events. They expect to be there for free. So how is that lining my pocket? I just took money away from.
I see what you're saying now. Oh my gosh, yeah.
My business. So people don't pay to be in the event. So it'd be different if people paid. They'd be different.
Right. Okay.
So yeah. So it's like So I think myself and the other creator that we did a lot of events, but she likes to be the go-to person. She likes to be like everybody wants her. I'm good. I don't need that. I need money. I need to make money for my family. I can't taking time. My time is worth money, right? So every time I'm out here, I'm not with my kids. So there needs to be a trade-off of value for that. So it's hard. It's hard to find that balance.
I think you should self-publish craft books. I kind of went the whole publishing thing anyway. I mean, so I know a lot about self-publishing. I know about those kinds. It's not a bad idea. I think another idea that I've liked is that people they'll do a pattern or something and I like a craft and actually say, no, go to my link, go to this, go to that. But if you're members, that's like a new thing, getting people to be a member of your channel. Have you seen these? Have you looked into this stuff, or have y'all talked about that?
Subscription groups?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, people have been doing that for years.
Yeah, but have you looked into doing that for yourself, for your own?
I have, because my most successful thing that I do is my Monday nights, my crimes and craft. But it's kind of hard to know when you do it for free how to turn that into a paid thing. So I have thought about paid subscription groups. But the problem I have with that is I never know when I'm going to go live. Yes. You have to be more consistent.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I don't think it'd be fair. Sorry. My door just started shutting. Sorry. So I think it wouldn't be fair of me to not be able to be consistent.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I got the consistency down. I'm just one who I don't like to passively, I know that's terrible, passively ask for money, but and the thing, like I made it and I can sell it kind of thing. And I'm not even there right now for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, most of them are pre-recorded versus going live. Absolutely. I watched from the mind of Christine McConnell, but I've never joined her thing. I love her stuff though. Oh my gosh, she's amazing. But I've never joined her group and stuff because once again, where does that income come from to do that extra stuff? That would be something I would definitely want to write off as a business expense because there's a lot could be learned from her and how she does it. And every now and then she's so nice and she throws us like meager people who aren't part of her subscription group a few videos to tease us. But she does some incredible stuff. I mean, it's just over the top incredible. And I'm like, never felt like I was there either to do the
Oh.
It's hard. Yeah. I just don't have the confidence right. But my son and I were talking a lot about that when he was here, about just the whole thing with building this as a business. And is it because I haven't thought about that I haven't put that into it? Because in the past I go, well, I needed this. So I need to do this in order to get that. I was very minded that way. And I wanted to buy, like I collect the Santas that are by another artist. And then I'll say, well, how can I get the money to do that? Oh, I'll make my own Santas, sell my own Santas, and then I'll have the money to do that. I had that really good mentality. I don't have much of a mentality right now. I'm just like, I'll just do it. Maybe if it works, it works. But I do need to switch. That's something in me I need to switch around. I need to get more back to my more business-minded self and see what happens with that.
Yeah.
And then again,
so our challenge with doing a bubble chart, I'm more of a SMART goal kind of a girl, but our challenge was creating our bubble chart for our goal for 2022. And I haven't got a lot of stuff on there. Not everything's a revenue, but it's being more consistent. Like, when am I going to go live on Facebook? What am I going to do YouTube?
What's a bubble chart? Is that like a thing that, a bubble chart? Is it going to be some kind of a Venn diagram involved in there somewhere or what?
Kind of. So, like, for example, I'm going to say about a piece of paper. So I'm so used to SMART goals that it took me a second. Let me see. Let's see. Like, for example,
I'm showing some of my snowflakes that I have in my little hoard down here. Oh my gosh, that is so simple and so funny. That's just adorbs. I have a whole bunch. I don't like these red.
Okay, so let's say that's my goal, right? What did I say?
Yeah.
Earn 15,000 in 2022. Let's say that's my goal, right? So then I'm going to say, what am I going to do that's going to help me get there? So let's say a subscription group, right?
Yeah.
So I say a subscription group. What else? T-shirts.
Anybody want to throw in some ideas? Okay, she said like publishing a craft book. Oh, these are coasters. Oh, that's hilarious. That's so, or if nothing else, publishing something smaller, like just a pattern, like somebody just buys a pattern from you, like an idea web. Okay, I guess it's just like an idea web, just called something different.
So like, let's say those are the things I'm going to do.
Okay,
those are my thoughts of how some things I'm going to do to help generate revenue.
Okay,
maybe it could be craft parties. It could be like, so there at your house, you could do craft parties and create craft kits. Use up some of your supplies that you already have. Create craft kits so you can get money back from what you've already purchased.
Right now, who's doing sewing kits? So yeah, she creates like to make something. She'll have everything and send it to people. So yeah, great idea.
But a lot of people are doing what they call Pinterest parties. So it's the same idea. You come up with 3 or 4 different crafts, and you have a craft night at your home, at a church, wherever you want to do it. People pre-order what craft they want to make. and you bring the kits there. So it could be a girls' night out. It could be a team builder for a company. And it just helps you get through your supplies that you already have.
Team building. I like that. They're always looking for stuff like that. That, you know, the company's looking for things like that. That's a cute Starbucks Gold, and it's 3D. Everything else I have is flat. 3D. Oh, so I mean, and that's the thing we all need to definitely be thinking about is how we're going to be doing that in the next year. I think it's the same stuff. Oh, a lot of these snowflakes.
They're pretty. Or you say, you know what? I don't really have the energy to do this, so maybe I should just end this. Maybe I shouldn't do it, you know?
Yes, I know. I think that all the time. Yeah. Way too often. Which is, these are all broken. Hey, well, you know, that's good for craft, though. So what? I'll hoard these. Yeah, and that's why I think I had to quit. I had to quit thinking about doing it for money. And I don't want to sound, because it is going to sound like I don't need this for money. I don't, because it is money we could be doing something with. I just stayed home way too long with my kids, and I loved it. And it is hard to get back out there in the world and have a job. I love teaching, love it so much. I have an opportunity to go teach. I could even bring students back into my studio and got to clean up the studio. But if I did that, I would have to do something completely different because the filming stuff everywhere is another thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I loved having students. It was great. And so anyway, this kind of, I love doing this part. I like, you know, having the guests and things like that's fun. I had to, you know, my husband had the long talk about where this was going to go. And if I didn't, as long as I'm not costing any more money, which is I am, because I'm still buying stuff at the thrift stores. So back to that real quick. I am doing No Junk January. I know I come up with these things, but No Junk January is back to kind of like my no spend and no shopping. It's just don't buy anything. Just don't buy stuff. Use what you've got. Even like storage. One of the things, you can go buy a bazillion bins. Like I have a friend, God love her. I just love her so much. She's so awesome. But she buys bins to put her stuff in. And I'm like, okay, so once you got stuff in the bins, now where are the bins going to go? There's that too. You know, there's just so much involved. And then we do have a house we need to work on. We definitely need to do some reno on my house. So we got that kind of project going and all that. So I'm really got to focus somewhere away from buying craft stuff or anything that's going to make me do that. And it's hard. You know, it sounds fun, but you do get that thing that you want to make, but you can't make it because you have to go buy the thing to make the thing and that kind of stuff. And you'd be surprised how resourceful you'll be. And I really have enjoyed that. Every month I have done this, guys. I have gotten rid of stuff. Every single time I've done it. Because I'm going in looking for stuff to do. And then I said, well, I'm not doing anything with this. And I am able to get rid of stuff. Maybe for more junk later. But man, I can go the next month and spend money and fill that place back up. But I think that's just, so anybody wants to come in, all you have to do is just put No Junk January. Every time you really work towards getting rid of stuff. And yeah, just put a little thing in your videos about, I am really trying to do this and let's make this a thing. So, and you know, you are moving into a smaller space.
Yeah.
So you have to do that. You really have to make that no junk. And I have junk.
No junk.
Like me, I just like found these little broken things going, but they're so cute and big. And I cut up. Don't even.
Yeah. For Christmas, I bought a few florals. Mm-hmm. But I bought no crafting stuff for Christmas. I started Christmas season off with 3 storage bins. I still got 3 storage bins. So I didn't even craft through that much of what I even have. So my goal is for winter going into February, I'm not buying craft supplies. I'm just going to use what I got because I can't bring in more stuff. And for Christmas, I told the kids, oh my gosh, our living room was
January until all the all the 75, 90% off sales started happening. You're like, oh my gosh, that's the tough part. Oh, this is a pretty one.
Don't go. Just don't go. I wanted to go. I didn't. I wanted to go today. I could have gone. I didn't go. I'm like, I can't. I can't.
These need to go on there. Look how adorable
Cute.
these.
That's pretty.
I've got 3 of
But I
these.
told
And
the
look,
kids when we open up all the Christmas gifts.
These are the ones that they made it's like a cardboard round. I guess you could take a wooden round, puzzle pieces, and then the little snow.
Yeah.
Icon, a little snow thing on top. I know those are like kid things, but they're so cute. And that's pretty. That's actually beautiful. Hang on, what a second. Wait, it's got like a brand on the back. Oh, it's a Harvey Lewis. Yeah, he made a bunch of pretty ornaments. Yeah, I remember.
Pretty.
Mm-hmm. The hoarding is always going to be a thing. But my son did tell me he's probably going to be mad for saying, well, I didn't say it if you told anybody I said it. But he goes, it's kind of overwhelming. But I think the word he actually used was suffocating when he comes over. And he says, it looks okay when you have it organized, like, say like a on thing. If you don't call this organized, it's not so bad. It's just like they have a pile here of stuff I'm going through. Got a pile here, run by the door, because you know how you walk in, you put it down. First, drop it and run. Those are the ones he says.
Yeah.
Those are bad.
It's tough.
I do.
Yeah, so
I do.
I'm going to reduce before I even bring it over here because I really got.
You did, yeah.
I have 3 walls with shelves on it. I haven't been filled yet, but I have a big laundry basket, a tall laundry basket in my car of more surfaces.
Yeah.
That'll probably fill up these 3 sections. And then I have another great big tote full of picture frames, but not pretty ones. I like those Dollar Tree ones. So really, I might just have to give those away. Getting back to the picture frames, I know I was going somewhere. I do have a lot of cheap ones that are just not worth keeping. I mean, I do, and I need to go through, but I have some fabulous frames that are so gorgeous. And sometimes I just like to decorate with frames. So I have those that I would rather use. I'm getting rid of a lot of my plastic. I have plastic ornaments because I bought them too. I bought plastic where I had the cutest tree. It's called a like banana magnolia, probably not the right name, but the actual blooms smell like bananas, and it had the most gorgeous shape. Even in the winter, it will lose a lot of leaves, but still make it has this really sweet shape. And I said, I'm going to cover it with plastic ornaments because I don't really care what happens to those. Guy was taking down a tree or doing something on our dam. I can't remember what he was doing. Yeah, he ran into it and took like half of the branches off. I'm like, are you kidding me? So he ruined it. Yeah, so I still have all these plastic ornaments this year. I can't fix the tree, so I guess I'm gonna have beautiful, just pear shape, just precious. Wow,
that's not gonna happen anymore. Every time we get work done in our house is something.
I'm sorry. That's so frustrating.
That's DIY people. I mean, you have to be because you're like, I'm not gonna do that again.
Yeah.
So these are actually 3 different ornaments, and I'm thinking they're like Victorian looking. So I'm kind of thinking maybe pulling all this added stuff off.
Oh, that's pretty.
Go ahead and add them because they're different anyway. So I think we're gonna do that.
That'll work.
Creations glue on it, pop off anyway. Yeah, I would thank everybody who is stuck around. Y'all are so awesome. I'm not ready to go. If y'all are ready to go, if you're ready to go. But I think
I'm so sorry I couldn't see any. I have no comments on my side. Usually they show up.
Yeah, well, we do need to. That's something we need to learn how to fix, and I'd love to have you back. And we will have that fixed by then. You need to find
we'll
that.
figure it out. We'll figure it out.
More people are participating in this now. Yeah, because you have.
I wish I could see who is here. I don't know.
Have a membership. You can. This is awesome. This is a StreamYard freebie. So you can have one guest, and so you should start doing that. I mean, everybody needs to start doing that, and that will help other people out. Like this would have helped her because she would have gotten some more views. But if you are here and you have not joined, please go and check out her channel. She is growing on. You already done Facebook for a while.
Yes,
right?
On Facebook is Crafting Up with Carrie on Facebook.
Yes,
but YouTube
is CW.
Is CWKarrie, Pinterest, CWKarrie. My website is CWKarrie.com. So yeah. Just abbreviating Crafting Up, just CW. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Do you think that might hurt your channel though? Because people are looking for those words. Nobody's looking for Hoarder, and I did think about changing my name, and I don't want to add anything to my name, but you don't want a long name. But if it doesn't say what you're doing on your channel, like Robin, I think is a good example. I think Robin may had a bird's nest or something was her channel name, but she changed it to Robin's Buys and DIYs. There's some story there she'll have to tell us. Arrows DIY. So people are looking for that when they're doing a search. Joy, Doll Joy, Lisa just joined us. Or she just joined us. Once again, you see her name and you go, oh, she has something to do with dolls. So do you think it would help you more if you went back and put those in your name?
Well, if I could go back and change my Facebook page, I would change it.
To what?
And just do CWKarrie.
Yeah, but I think but you're looking for people who are searching for that kind of stuff. How would they find you? I think that's hurting mine. Yeah, I think my name's hurting mine. As far as
I don't know. I just don't want to be
jokingly said, oh, I saw Hoarder, and I was like, I'm in. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm checking her out. And then somebody else took my name, and they're the Happy Hoarders, and they are doing kind of what I'm doing, not crafting, but they're doing resale and stuff.
Oh,
I'm like, great. But anyway, people will know the difference, right? So, but getting back, I mean, just I am noticing people are now that I've been with a while are changing their names or adding something to their names that makes it a lot more, people will know what they're going to. So I did really think about how I would change my names.
Yeah, so all my logo is changed. So if you look at my Facebook, my logo's changed.
Okay.
Rebranding.
But you are, how many, now what's going on? Because a lot of us don't really do Facebook. I'm passively doing Facebook, and I'm really not getting a lot of views or people subscribing to my thing that I've had up for years. Or not really subscribing to that. So how does that, how long have you been doing that on Facebook?
Facebook, in May, it'll be 2 years. So a year and a half.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And do you have a lot of subscribers on that one?
Yeah, I have over 12,000. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm monetized there. So now the next focus is, maintaining Facebook, but building Instagram, starting YouTube, building all the social medias, because they all are linked together in some capacity.
Yeah, that was the nice thing about Facebook now more, I can just, every time I post something, it goes on Facebook. But like I said, I'm not getting, it's just weird though. I don't understand. I'm not getting the friends that I've known for years are just not checking in with me on my Facebook.
Yeah,
stuff,
a lot of things are changing, and that's why, I guess I pay for my coaching because they keep up on that, right? They fill us in on what's algorithms are changing, how they all work together. Because we've got Pinterest, you have YouTube, you have TikTok, you have Facebook, you have Instagram, you have.
Okay, so Bethlehem said, how many subs I get a day on? You're talking on Facebook or on YouTube?
Say that again.
What was that? Throwing stuff across the room. Bethlehem just posted that on her comments that it says, you know what? Hang on, Robin. She doesn't know how to go get her because she's on the phone. And you don't have an iPhone though, right? I don't. Everybody has an iPhone. Yeah, no. I was asked Robin. I think Robin's just another. Like I said, Robin knows stuff. How you can get on to see comments, but the comment is from Beth one saying, "I have you would not believe how you have no idea how many subs I get a day, and that you're talking Facebook, right?" And she says so many. That's awesome, but yeah, mine's like dead in the water. It's not changed. I mean, it's since I've been doing it
on your Facebook. You're not growing on Facebook.
I'm not.
Facebook is all about algorithms, and you've got to go on.
They're all about that stuff.
And it's hard. I'm telling you,
so every time I post here, I post there as well. Now I did just start doing this, but I was before that, I would always share my links and stuff. But now that I'm doing it on StreamYard, I was hoping to see a difference. I'm not seeing a big difference yet on Stream because I'm able to do a live. I'm not getting many views on Facebook at all. I'm just not in that group of
with through
StreamYard where all signs could be telling God may be trying to tell me something. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like,
well, Facebook isn't the be all end all.
Yeah,
it's just one.
Yes,
it's just one. So the goal is
TikTok videos or shorts and all for TikTok.
I'm sorry, I can barely hear you. I'm sorry.
Okay, TikTok. Do you do TikTok?
I don't do that one yet. That's on the list of things to do for 2022.
Yeah. I don't. There's my husband. Hey, honey. I don't do TikTok, but I thought about it and I just haven't. I see you here. Hi, my husband's home. I just have I don't know. Time.
Time.
I don't know how to do. I have to learn. I say I don't know how to do something. I just haven't learned it yet. 11 subs total. What today? Really? Wait, what are you saying? So, hey Nancy. So Nancy joined us, and so no, I was being sarcastic about. So Beth was being sarcastic. She said, I have not got a Facebook business. Okay, 11 subs total. There you go. So Nancy started doing, you did tell me that one time we were talking that you were going to start doing TikTok.
Good for her.
Huh?
Good for her.
Yes, good. I know. That's what's going on my bubble list. Okay. If I have to make separate videos, back to that, do I want to do videos? So a lot of it was kind of back getting away from the videos. I'd rather do a couple of lives and then do, a couple of videos, but not be constantly trying to make. I could take my footage because see, there's me out of screen. Take footage from this and kind of put something together. But
yes, you can make reels.
I think this is an original idea, so I wouldn't do it for one. But if I was doing, hey, Grandma is still here with us. Thank you. I'll be reading more of the comments. But we keeps away my sub. Oh my God! What they did? I think something. I mean, they did a cleanup on me. I know that. But they were getting rid of the people who are no longer active or were kind of. I don't know what was going on. A lot of that was going on.
Yeah.
So
you can make a reel and put it on YouTube. You could put it on Instagram. You could put it on TikTok.
Right.
But Facebook likes you to do the reel. They'll let you upload reels, but they don't push it like a reel if you did directly with them.
Right.
Same with StreamYard. They don't push your StreamYard videos either on Facebook.
Yeah.
They don't get pushed like a regular just live video through them.
Really? I didn't know that.
So that could be also impacting.
Oh, versus doing a YouTube video too?
Right. So if you were just, I don't know about how YouTube works, but from what I've been told is that when you go through StreamYard, yes, you can go on Facebook, but in their algorithms, your StreamYard videos don't get pushed as if you were just to go live.
Right. I am wondering. I don't know that about if that is working on. This has too much glue on. I don't know if I can get that glue off. I don't know if that's something that's. I'll stick it in the freezer. I'll pop it right off. Right. If that's happening on YouTube as well. I should ask. That's a good question to actually ask StreamYard. Is by going through StreamYard affecting your algorithms on YouTube as well?
Other social media sites. Yeah.
Right.
I don't know how honest they'll be
here. So you're just, we're passively, we're just not, we're not paying it, not going to give you any. And I haven't done anything as far as like, buying ads or things like that. I don't know if what I want to do with that either. I don't think that's on my list of stuff, but if it is, I would love to know if anyone's done it, if they've had any success by buying ads.
Success with what? I couldn't hear you.
So what you do is like, have you ever been on you run your video and at the end you'll see somebody else's video pop up? Well, some of those are paid. Like I could put videos on. I'm trying to think of somebody. Oh, like can't think of anybody's name right now. Who's like super popular. I could do on the crafting guy or whatever, the DIY guy, something like that. Yeah. I could actually run an ad at the end of his video. So whenever his video ended, then my video would pop up. So you can do that kind of stuff. I haven't done anything like that. And it's just different kind of, it costs different amounts of money, things like that. If we stick up forever, I don't blame you. Bobby says, I'm keeping my Christmas up forever. I don't blame you. You did a lot of work on your stuff this year. When you start doing your things for your trees, you get a little bit more attached to them. I'll say that. But I am curious to I just don't know what to do.
Well, you have to, again, there's where coaching groups come in handy. A good coaching group comes in handy and tells you, and you'll learn which social media site is really worth putting your money into and which ones aren't.
Right.
Look at the longevity. How long does a Facebook post last in connection with Instagram or YouTube or Pinterest or TikTok? Which one has more life?
Right.
And you'd want to post more where things have more life.
So, do you sell any of your craft work that you do? Do you sell
No.
anything? Yeah.
No.
So I would rather, versus say buy me a cup of coffee or something, I would rather people buy like my stuff, and that's just a little bit more helpful than that, because no offense to YouTube and all that, they do take like half of it. I mean, they take like, if you donate, if you buy somebody a cup of coffee, they're only getting half. I don't know what the percentage is, but it's not much. It's like at least 50 to 60% maybe, because everybody's got to make money. But you. Anyway, so I don't even know about things like that. As far as I can't even. If I worry about it, I would be in so much trouble, because if I need a job, I need to go get a job. So I need to go back to teaching, need to do something like that, because this might not be the thing. But then I enjoy doing it, and I hate not doing it. I got to do it because I enjoy it. Right. Who's doing this because they enjoy it? Show of hands. Yeah,
it's fun, right? It helps filter that other side of your brain, and it's just relaxing.
Yes,
I find it relaxing.
Thank you, Nancy. Okay, Nancy just piped in, and we're like, thank you, Nancy, for that. She is working on her website to sell her items. That is great. See, that's a thing.
But ask Nancy, does she know how long it takes to build a following to a website before she really has a consistent following to sell? Does she know how long it takes?
Well, and I was wondering, if people are they posting on? Yeah, don't. Mine's pitiful. My website that I've had it for years, I may get. I would say I don't even get a hit a day over the whole month. You know what I mean? Right. I may get less. I typically get less than 30. It may come and go, depending, because I post all the time. So I don't know if that would help me as much as, say, the eBay is selling stuff, but eBay, gets their cut, and then that's the other thing, is everybody's getting their little hands in it, because then you go into Facebook. Facebook. Paying through Facebook, don't they get a cut? And everybody's kind of getting a cut, right?
Your stars and stuff, yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely the stars. But no, if you sell something via Facebook online where they sell it, it's a trial and error for me. Yeah. So I've been
Facebook takes a lot.
I would say is my biggest lost income right there. My website does not bring me much of anything.
And think about this: when you go shopping, where do you go shop? Do you shop on Shopify, Etsy, the store apps,
Woolen Hills,
Amazon,
for everything, right? Everything.
But you don't think you go shop on Facebook? Like, I never think to go to Facebook.
No, I go to Marketplace all the time. I go to Marketplace a lot. But I don't want to order anything, so I typically
Marketplace. That's not the same thing as your web store.
I know.
So I'd be careful how much. I personally would be careful how much I invest on trying to sell through Facebook, because that's not where I think to go shop.
Even though they're really pushing that whole store thing, well, see, then they get a cut of it. That's where Facebook Marketplace is. If you ship it, they'll get a cut of it. And if it's something that you meet somebody, they don't have a way of tracking that. If you ship it, they can, but they do offer cheaper shipping, so it pays for itself. Does that make sense?
I don't know. You can go to Pirate Ship and get shipping pretty cheap.
Yeah, well, theirs is pretty reasonable. I'll give them that.
But is it worth the trade-off of, they're cut? These are like business things. These are things that you have to.
You do, yeah, and it
figure it out. And it's hard. Doing the business stuff isn't fun. The creative stuff is fun. It's the business planning side. That's my goal in 2022 is to be more business minded in what I do, because my time and my creativity is worth money, just like if I were to go work on a job somewhere 9 to 5. But
that was me going through the stuff down in the dead pile. I can sell like a little nothing. I can sell a single Barbie shoe for more money than if I sold a bag of Barbie shoes. Per shoe, because you had to say, well, was it worth my time to sell a single, sell all the shoes? But I really built up my eBay to send out a lot and do small. That's a whole other thing with eBay. You want to stay on the top seller. You want to sell. They want you to sell a certain amount of volume. And so you have to have some low dollar stuff just to move it, so that you can do that. But then you also sell a certain amount, and so you're like, you have to have a good blend of high dollar, low dollar things. But yes, the only thing with shipping, I did. So I sell something recently on Marketplace. I said, I didn't know I had that up to ship. Some things I make sure I don't put them up because they're fragile. And sure enough, it got broken. And it was shipped first class. And of course, it's broken. So
Yeah.
I had to pay for it and I had to eat it because of that. But another day in my life. Mm-hmm. And it was so sad because this lady here locally wanted them. And I said, well, and I tried to meet with her earlier now. I said, look, I am busy every day. I work from home. I don't have time to just, come out and meet you somewhere. So come by my house. And she never came by. And it was probably closer to come by than to drive into town, but she never came by. So I ended up selling it to somebody else and then it shipped and broke. And I'm like, why? What? That's business. That's what it is. Okay, so he's like, oh no, I don't want to do chores, but it's what? Like the 10 minutes of his day. Actually sold one of my penguins. Oh, good job. There you go. Nancy sold one of her cute little penguins that she did.
Aw.
Larry's here and says, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so glad you're here, Larry. Thank you for joining us. So what we did today, kind of wrapping it up again, I made a window hanger I'm still playing with. I still need something like over here. But I think when I get it hanging, I'll get a better idea of what needs to go where.
It's so pretty.
And then my guest Carrie today from CWKarrie on Facebook, on YouTube, and Crafting Up with, it's like Carrie is on Facebook. She made a something you can hang on a hook, like on a I was talking about I have my coat hang rack thing. Or you can put it on your door or anything. Hang it on your mailbox. It's cool. So that was really pretty. We got our ideas off of Pinterest. And if I can figure out how to go back and who actually did it originally, who gets credit.
Yeah, I wish we could know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we can do my version and their version. But I do need to hang mine up in a window. So it look pretty. But I did snowflakes. You can do stars. I lit mine up. There's just so many options you can do to make it really cute. So that's what we had fun with. And mine's a stick from my yard.
How can you beat that? Ornaments that you had with a stick from your yard.
I know. And
win. It's so pretty.
I know. Stuff that I had hoarded, but I probably do a lot of just getting rid of stuff like that. May as well try to make some money on it because I have invested money in it and those are things I need to get rid of that dead pile big time this year. So that's my business thing right now. Kill that dead pile. and I was thinking about doing lives. That was my other thing. I wanted to do a live, but live sales. I don't know though. I'm just I don't do. I think it'd be good to have a Barbie sale because I have lots of Barbies, a lot of Barbie clothes. I think it'd be easier to do it that way because a lot of, the clothes are played with and you're trying to take a dozen pictures. That's time consuming in itself. And at least on a live, you have fun. So I'm just trying to, and I said once I got 65,000, I would do a live sale. So I'm trying to work on that. I'm still trying to get that.
You should.
Yeah. So those are my goals to start advertising for that. Which what I was, I've been cleaning up that room. You wouldn't know to look at it. Why is it when you're cleaning, things look worse? When you're organizing, it looks worse than it was before. I'm going to jump out a window. What the heck? What's going on? Oh my gosh. No way. So she got the kid. Okay. So Favi, do you know Favi, right? You know Favi from Arrows DIY. Oh my gosh. You must know her. You have to go follow her. She's adorable. I got some really great people. I wish we could figure out why you can't get on because there's some really cool people on here that I think you would enjoy, keep an eye on what they're doing with their channels. I have Pole Barn production. That's Doug. He does a lot of, woodworking kind of crafts. But Arrows DIY, who was 5, got her kids walkie-talkies for Christmas, and they keep ringing each other. I'm going to jump out the window, is what she said. She's very funny. She's got great videos as well. Participates in a lot of the collaborations, but she did her own thing this year. She did a live called 12 Days of Christmas and had guests, and it was awesome. And I hope she does another one. She says she's going to try to do another one in the spring. So it's a lot of fun.
I'm glad that was successful for her. Yeah.
And she got I think you're monetized now. You got all that taken care of with your getting monetized, right? Because she just, kind of reached those goals this year. So she's done.
She did?
Really well. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Oh, thanks. Oh, she is. She's so much fun to watch. And she doesn't. I loved it that she did lives because we always got like we knew what she looked like. She's gorgeous and she has these pictures. Oh my gosh! But she, I think you're doing your lives opened up. People were so happy to really engage with her, you know, talking about Tafavi, engaging with her. She is so witty and so much fun and so generous. And I think that's you go with it. Yeah, you got this. Okay. So it was I think that's really going to make an impact on her channel. She should do more of those. At least once a month. Because it was like once a month. But no, yeah, you have to have that personality to do a live. Must be engaging.
Right.
I know. And you're doing good. I mean, you did good with that. And that's why it's good for you. You can keep that up. Keep up that energy.
Yeah. Just trying to grow. Not my hips. I don't need my hips any bigger.
No,
I
was working. I would be impressed if they did. Okay. Oh, I know. Really, you should tell them. My son did mention that. You know, their walls were like beds were like back to side to side between the wall. Like my one son's bed's up against this wall, my other son. So they're like this far apart. I said, I can't believe you didn't like cut a hole in the wall and send messages or something. You know. And he goes, it must have mentioned Morse code. I'm like, Morse code. Come on. But that would have been brilliant if they did something like that. No, they're on their phones, I'm sure, just texting each other through the wall.
That's funny.
Yeah. I have many plans for 2020. So that's the other thing we do. In our minds, we have millions. I think that's one thing about making the bubble chart is to narrow it down to what's realistic. Did y'all talk about that? Yeah. One big bubble. And what you need to do to get that one big bubble kind
What's your main goal for the year and what all are you going to do to help get you to that goal? It doesn't have to be financial. It could be, I want to have inner peace. And what am I going to do to have inner peace? I don't know. It could be any goal.
It doesn't have to be money. Yeah. So I know with my dolls, I'm liking the little doll things that I'm doing. Hopefully it'll reach a broader audience just because I follow those people who, subscribe to those who have huge audiences and enjoy watching them so much. But a lot of part of my video problem was that I don't have a good setup, and I am working on that. I'm getting cameras and doing things like that. So that's to make better videos of the dolls. Those I will always video because I think they're just too hard to live stream because I'm very slow and I mess up a lot. And we do. If you know any of these doll artists, we repaint, we repaint, and we repaint. No one wants to sit through that. So it is better to do as a video medium right there. And I just need a better system to get better footage so that I can build from there. And I also need to take that time to make better photos of my stuff. I was like looking at my pictures going, yeah, you really need to take good pictures. So that's one of the weird goals is what's the dolls. I definitely need to do the dolls because those I can make money on.
There you go.
Yeah, where I think a lot of the craft stuff, and when you do crafting, people are like us. People who do crafts are going to watch people who do crafts, and then they're going to make their own version. And so I had to kind of step back. And the same thing with doll makers. Of course, doll makers are going to watch another doll artist and make their own version. But it's a different market because not everybody can do a doll, but a lot of people can craft. But those dolls are different. And they're not cheap to make either because the spray does that Mr. Super Clear. And I did get an airbrush and I did get a better spray. I don't have to keep buying Mr. Super Clear. So I have kind of been building up this other life over here. This other Jerry is going to do things right this time. Hi. So Janine has just popped in to say hey to everybody, and she is going to be joining me next week, and we're going to talk about some more like we're doing now. We're like Janine, we're talking about some goals for our channels and just life in general. So I definitely recommend go check out her channel. I love her videos and her lives. She does lives because they're very organized. I mean, she's fine, but she's like, well, you need to do this, and these 5 things, for example, and that really kind of sets you off on a good. You're right. I need to do those 5 things. Like I think one of my favorite was you need to have a killer intro. Today's intro, hot mess because we were trying to get this technical stuff taken care of, and I was like, And those things do happen. We all know technical difficulties and talking your way through it. Yes. Don't let that be the end. Just keep working your way through it. And then, and I did, hey, you know what I did do though, Janine? I did ask questions. We asked who likes to put snowflakes out in January, like the winter. I do have paintings. I have some winter scene paintings I'd like to put out as well for my decor. So I do like to do more with, sparkly silvers or metallics like that, and snowflakes. That's my month to do that. And then peas and carrots. Yeah, she says we're like, she and I are like peas and carrots. It's weird. We like hit it off immediately. I was like, oh yeah, I can definitely see. But she thinks of things I like. Why didn't I think of that? But that's part of just being in a group or something to learn these little things. So she's really good. That's good stuff. I highly recommend you check her out. But like I said, 15, 20-minute video, lives, a lot of fun, and you get a lot of information during that time.
Oh, good.
So do it.
That's nice.
Check it out. And she's going to be with me next week, and then we can ask her more questions and stuff. Like we've done you. We've got to pick your brain today because I know we're all on the same page. I think everybody who is Deb is not a content creator, but I think everyone else is to some degree. I think Larry who's on right now. He is more of he does a few things, but he's mostly because he does woodworking. So he shows like what he does, but he's not like content creating. It's like, I'm doing this. I'm going to show you what I did. That's kind of how I think you're creating content, Larry, right? You do have videos. That makes sense. But he's very supportive. He's a great guy. He said, come on, support you. So that's fun stuff. Yes, I'm not getting a scroll saw, and I'm not going to learn how to scroll saw on that rickety thing I have. I'm good. I'm not scrolling. I'm leaving that to y'all guys. I can't do it all. But there are some awesome scrollers out there and turners. So you find yourself like opening your like your web or whatever, your family tree that you're creating on your Facebook and on your all these accounts. Yeah, let it branch out. Just really have like your different kind of people, and you learn from them. You learn so much from them. And we just popped on. So that's Erica's. These are my girls, my doll babies. And it's been so much fun. It's watching them grow their channels, the things they do with their channels, amazing. And I have a lot of fun with it. So I think it's been I don't know about how it works on Facebook, but man, I have so many people I love to support, and that's hard because you're like trying to do all these things, and you're like got them playing in the background. And you're like trying to see what's going on. We call that lurking. But we're doing a lot of lurking on each other. But at least check in with your folks because they're awesome. Everybody's saying great challenge. Yes. Yeah. Wait, which one? Okay, we have the organizing one that's going on. Thank you for sharing that, Favi. And I think Favi went by. You visited her one time, didn't you? We all did it. Yeah. So check in with her. She's got some very good advice. And she's also doing a thing where she's taking in people and doing some coaching, private coaching. And cool. Yeah, that was the other thing. Like, I would love for her. I'd love to see you try to wrangle these crafters and woodworkers and see what you could do with. There's like business, and then there's us because we're just all over the place. But to see what kind of what's a good strategy for our videos, because they can run long. Our lives, we're just chatting today, but our lives typically have to run an hour. And you've done one, and you were like freaking out because you can't get it done in an hour. And you know what I mean? If you've done one that you're just like, I can't get this done. I'm not finished. Right. It's harder. It's a lot harder than people think. Especially when we and comment and do things like that as well. It is very challenging. Crafting takes a long time. And so keeping people engaged and involved during something that is, I want to say it's tedious, but we do some tedious stuff. You know, how much cutting and gluing does somebody really want to watch you do? So you have to have something going. Now, I know, and I hate to get off on like another direction. I have watched the people do the makeup and talk and tell the true crime stories and things like that, and those are fun. I tend to listen more than I watch, obviously, but with this kind of stuff, you do have to kind of check in to see what's going on if it's something you want to learn how to craft. So I don't know if that's someone else's idea. That's why are you taking? There's so many people who are doing it now. That's just someone else's idea. So I think it would be really fun is while I'm doing a doll, actually start creating the story for my doll, because people don't. I start making my gothic girls and things. I'm actually in my mind, I'm telling stories about what would this character be? Because in that kind of course of doing it, it makes that doll. To me, I'll look at them forever. I will always go back and look at old pictures of my dolls, and I know their story, and that just kind of intensified their features. It just made a difference in what they were wearing, and so it's crazy. I know it's crazy, but in my mind, it made a better doll. So I could do that, and people think, "Gosh, she's so crazy."
Well, the hard thing is
I'm a fiction writer.
So I do the crimes and crafting, and it's everybody else, like the makeup girl. I love her, Darian or Sarian, something is her name. But they're all pre-recorded. Nobody really, I haven't found one that does them live.
Oh, really?
It's hard.
I would say it is
tell
just like
story
for
live.
me, staying on topic would be hard. Yeah.
So on Monday, it's a challenge every Monday. When
You're doing that on Facebook, and you're like connecting back into So, but I don't know. Have I seen you actually do the one? Because I know I've seen you craft on the ones that I've seen you do. You were just crafting. I've seen you just.
So Monday nights is when I do my crimes.
Monday nights.
Monday night. So
there are a lot of crimes to cover, though. That's the good part. There's so many crimes. As long as you find it,
So it's hard though when I do StreamYard, because I thought, well, let me start doing my crimes and crafting on YouTube and Facebook, and just go through StreamYard and do it right. But everybody on Facebook complains of how tiny I am. I mean, I know I'm skinny and all, but if they're watching from their phone, I'm small. But if they're on their iPad or their computer, they're fine. So some of my Facebook people do not like me going through StreamYard. So I so on Monday nights, I still don't go through StreamYard to do my stories, but I think I need to.
So that's why I haven't caught you on YouTube doing it, because it's been mostly a Facebook thing. Probably that's why I haven't seen you actually do the I know you do those, but I mean, I said, but that's just another thing. It's just hard to do. But there's so many crimes, because you got to compete with all. But at least there's so many crimes. That's always big.
And then to remember the story and do it live every week, I got to know a story. I got to research it. Like I can't just
on your stuff. Yeah. But so that's one of the, and that's not a bad goal. And like you said, you are doing it live. People could ask you questions then, like, about it, or they'd heard about it, and things like that. So that is a tough one.
When I'm done, I'll ask. I cannot read comments while I'm telling the story.
Sorry about that. Lola's here. Oh, Lola's leaving too. Oh, she's saying bye. I don't know. So Lola, by the way, I didn't see you jump on. Hey, Lola. No, I think if you leave, don't leave me. So I enjoyed watching up to date a painting in post here. Okay, I enjoyed watching you. Okay, so that is something that my friend from Australia said. I had done this print. I got this print and I made it. But see, I had to video that. That was the thing. That had to be a video because oh my gosh, hours on that thing. I know it was ridiculous because that particular face that I did, I was working with charcoals. I took a painting and I made it Gothic, but I had to use charcoals that had to be sprayed and done some more. You had to build it up because it will, every time you go to spray, you have to spray it because it will like blow off all the loose charcoal. So you'll get a little bit lighter. It's just not as easy as it looks, just saying. But I could paint. I could do painting. I could probably do. But yeah, I could paint over like 1,000,000 times though.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot going on. But I know I'm supposed to ship something. What a day. But I enjoyed doing this and I want to do it again. And I definitely want to see, we all need to see how got to check out her crimes. I want to see how that plays out because that's like it's a whole new thing.
Yeah.
Do you look for something that's different?
Do I look for things that are different?
How do you find your information? Don't give away any secrets, but when you're researching, you're like, I think I've heard this one. I want something that no one's ever heard of before. Is that kind of, what are your goals as far as that goes?
Well, I do. Sometimes my followers recommend stories.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so some of them could be very well known. Some are not so well known. Some, my followers are connected with the story in some way. It might have been their loved one or somebody from their town, or it could have been their family member that committed the crime. So sometimes I get information from them. Sometimes they don't mind if I share their name. Sometimes they don't want me to share their name. So it could just be from a variety of different sources, just reading different materials. Yeah. Yeah,
that way I know that like I had a friend that was murdered and I don't even know how to research that kind of stuff. And, you know, I would never thought about it because I just never would have imagined how you would research it. I don't know if you would find anything online about it, but that kind of stuff.
It's harder
It's
to
not,
order
it's not
crimes,
as
or isn't it?
popular. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If the family doesn't really put things there, like if I go to find a grave, depending on how long ago the person was buried, I might be able to find their grave to see where they were buried, get more background information on them, but it might not have parents or siblings. Or so I like to really get to talk not just about the crime, but the victim, and, you know, learn more. We always know so much about the person who committed the crime. We don't necessarily always know a lot about the victim. So I like to give out as much background information on the victim in a way to kind of help honor them. So I do try to research background information on the victims.
So people are posting like that they like to watch true crime. I had someone put on here. Her name is Erica. Little crafty kitty says, "I love true crime. I watch it 24/7." Okay.
Hopefully you'll catch me Monday nights.
Yeah,
Monday nights. And
I used to watch.
I
used to watch the investigative ID, whatever it's called, investigative discovery. Is that what that's called? Oh yeah, I used to watch a lot of that. I listen to a lot of books. So, you know, I haven't done a lot of books lately. I haven't listened to audiobooks because I'm doing this. Others, you know, I'm watching people's. I love these. I want to.
Yeah. So definitely, if anybody wants to, when I go live on Mondays, they'll have to text. Do you do the texting?
Me at texting?
Do you have the texting service?
I don't. I just I'm kind of on those Instagram groups, you know, which is another thing you can do is you can create Instagram groups where you can post when you're going live. And
Gotcha.
There's actually a group for going live right now that I'm a member of. And I can
So if anybody wants to know when I'm going live, my texting is 480-605-3270. 480-605-3270. Okay. That way you'll know when I go live when I do Monday night. Yeah. So it's Monday night, but I don't always know exactly.
Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, I did want to say that Erica said I lied. There's two Ericas, by the way, but this was I think it was Crafty Kitty. Maybe said it. Let me see who said this one. Did they like your background? And so I wanted to just get real quick a little recap of that. So recently she has built a she shed, and she has moving her stuff out there in the process of doing that. And what she did is she's using the space between the plywood, which she's using a framework of her building, and to make shelves that are just deep enough, obviously, because it's like a 2x4. So just deep enough to hold just a few paint bottles. Typically a can of, you know, spray. So it's really a good way to be able to reach the stuff that you need. And it's not deep. Like a lot of stuff gets kind of deep. So that's a really good idea for shelving. I had a shelf and I sold it to a friend of mine that was made on a 4x8, but they cut it down. I think maybe it was like 7x8 piece of plywood, and it was all 2x4s. And it was actually built for like model cars or something, but it was the perfect size for the model paints. We have a lot of model paints. So I had some that were perfect size for model paint, and then some were just perfect size. The rest, I don't know how they did this, were spray cans. So now anytime you need a spray paint, you just had that shelf that was just one can. You knew where all the spray paint was, and everything was there. So awesome. We don't have that anymore because we did some changes and got rid of that wall. We kind of built like a fake wall kind of thing, or divider. So we got rid of that, and now we don't have that wonderful shelf up. But that was the best shelf ever. And that is another thing. I guess if you got down to it, if you needed to petition off an area so you can have more space, there's that too, which is I know it eats up your space. But I do like she said earlier.
White.
Yeah. Mine is my back. This is my barn. I don't know if you can see it's red behind me. That is my barn behind me. That's our original barn. And we just added this onto it. And then it's I have a beautiful view of my pond through big old sliding glass doors that I never get to see because I'm using my blinds as to reflect my light, because when it hits my glasses, I get the big rings in my glasses. So I had to diffuse it. something got to work on this year so I can see out my beautiful yard again.
Yeah.
And my kids' trampoline used to be right out where I could see it because that's where they and a playground. They had like a playground here and a trampoline here, and I could keep an eye on them all these years, like watching them do stuff. And they're gone now.
The
Kids
memories.
I know. I need a she shed for dolls. I know. I would, I know. Oh, I bet Palm Beach. Yeah. My place, well, it is beautiful. Now that some of the sewer that the neighbors put in, that's another story. But it's looking much better now. Thank you for that. Don't want to hear that story. But I do love looking out of a pond. I'm like one of those people, and I'm not Aquarius. I'm Taurus. So I don't know what that's about, but I do like looking at it. Very peaceful. They need water. Need to be on water. So, we're a very lively pond. We have, we've got birds. We got some ducks coming in. They're been showing up lately, and the turtles are out sunning themselves today because it's not sunny. I don't know why they were out because it's not sunny at all. Yeah. But yeah, it's great to have. It's great to have all this and enjoying it. Trying to enjoy it. And I can't enjoy it with the blinds closed. I'm so sad. I am looking forward to see where this year takes you, especially, a lot's going to happen in the next month. We get organized. Let's do it. We can do this. And we can do it. Help each other grow. Big time.
Exactly. It does take a community to
and I
help.
do have her channel in the description. Be sure to hit that like button and go check it out. And go check out some of her stuff. And like I said, I don't have your Facebook. I need to put your Facebook in because if you're doing you want to go check out her Facebook. It's got a lot more on it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Carrie, I've kept you for 2 hours and 20 minutes. We have had so much fun and got things done, and I love it. And Lola's still here. So Lola's here, and it says me extremely hard-headed. Well, oh, yeah. Oh, that I'm Taurus? Absolutely. We all know that about me. A little bit on the hard-headed side. Anyway,
I'm a Gemini, so yes, I would agree.
Now, thank y'all so much for watching. And please, I hope you make something awesome. Get some ideas with either just something cool to do with pine cones and snowflakes. And please post something on Instagram and let us know about it. Anyway,
thank you so much for the invite.
Hang on. Thanks for watching, and thank you for being my guest today. Big round of applause. Woo!
Thank you.
Enjoyed it. Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Bye. Do you have anything you said at the end of yours?
Oh, I always say keep being kind to one another, but don't forget to be kind to yourself. Go do something good just for you.
I gotta remember to do that, guys. Just put that on my little list of things to do. Make sure you say your ending first. Now we're gonna say goodbye. Bye.
All right, bye everybody. Thank you. Bye.